to cleaner, greener mining. This is a story of how we bring businesses together, create jobs, empower communities, and invest in the next generation. Stanbic Bank, delivering sustainable growth, creating impact. To learn more, visit stanbicbank.com.gh.
Citi 97.3. More variety.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to Citi. Your number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. Citi FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
Y'all can help him sing it tonight. Anyone know there's nobody greater than the Lord?
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above
Sound
the
like God loves you
noise.
so much. Come on, lift the sound better than that, better than that, better than that.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
I climbed up to the highest mountain. Looked all around, couldn't find nobody. Went down into the deepest valley. Looked all around down there, couldn't find nobody. Oh no.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio.
I
6:30 on Tuesday morning, 27th January 2026. So yesterday was a nice day, 26/01/2026. Today is 27/01/2026. We love these numbers. And the month of January is gradually coming to an end. But I suspect it hasn't been as bad as many people thought. It's actually been a good foundation. Met somebody this weekend who says January is a construction site because it's what you do here that determines what happens the rest of the year. So let's face the month with alacrity, intensity, and consistency. So somebody gave me a book this weekend titled The Rules of Management, and I haven't read the full book, but I just opened one part of the book. That's quite an interesting one. It's a book by Richard Templar. It says, let the company see you are on its side. This is Rule 79 in the Rules of Management. It says, to let the company see you are on its side, you need to do some concrete things such as support company programs or company functions, show an interest, ask questions, focus on what you contribute to the company, not on what you get out of it. Use the company's products or services. Actively speak well of the company. It also says, know the company's mission and statement and philosophy. Know the company's products and services inside and out. This is very important. Now, this is also interesting. Know the company's history, its formation, its mergers and acquisitions, its long-term goals, and its key personnel. And then finally, know the company's social standing and what it does for the community. Then it says, what you do not do ever is to badmouth the company under any circumstances. This is Rule 79. Do not badmouth the mouth that feeds you. What is the Ewe proverb for that one? You are the one who has proverbs. They say, don't badmouth the company that feeds you. How do you say it? I'll give you time. I know you'll get one. Know the company's social standing and what it does for the community. What you do not do is to badmouth the company under any circumstance. So those who call me and tell me that, hey, our company, they are bad, I won't employ you. The way you are talking about your company that they are bad, you think I'll bring you here? So I can't continue that way. Don't think that if you call and say, hey, well, today my boss has done it again. Charlie, the same thing. I say, hey, I will encourage you, but I will never employ you. Don't be bad mouthing your company to other people. So this is from the Rules of Management, an international bestseller. And Business Sense brought to us by Stanbic Bank. Our corporate and investment banking aims to drive Africa's growth. We focus on mining, energy, infrastructure, trade, those big things that move economies. Call us on 0302-815-789. Speak to our CIB team or visit stanbicbank.com.ga to get started. Stanbic Corporate and Investment Banking, driving growth, creating sustainable impact.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
I want the world to know. Got to
6:35, and so we get into the newspaper review segment brought to us by Total Energies. We have significantly reduced our lubricant prices. Your favorite 4-liter quartz 9000 SAE 5W40 slashed from 118 to 107.5. 5-liter quartz 9000 future 0W20 slashed from 148 to 134. And your 4-liter Rubia Fleet HD 415W40, which used to be 80 cedis, is now 72.5 or 50 cedis. Rush to any Total Energy station nationwide and enjoy premium quality engine oils, transmission fluids, and coolants. Save money, save well. Save with Total. Choose Total Energies, choose quality. It's an interactive show. We're happy to hear from you with feedback or anything you want us to highlight. 053 998 6996. 053 998 6996. I'm here with Richard Alaska. Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Toby Lucky.
I said you should give me a proverb. You are not minding me. You are telling me. What is that? That's very heavy. That's very strong for the morning. Hey! Charlie, we have been eating this morning. You are adding these things. Don't do that.
See, that was where I was low. I just look at you and I went away. But you still insisted on your
Charlie, this is a serious proverb. No, I want to hear it again. I'm recommend you that if you do the Beko Nuka.
Be the Bamunenya.
Euphemisms are necessary at this point. Don't badmouth your company. Now let's get into the details. The Daily Graphic, 211,849 delegates to elect MPP flag bearer. Party promises free fair polls. We have Joe Osewusu, chairperson of the Presidential Election Committee, looking really nice in his suit and his white teeth. Also, Metro Mass spare parts stuck at port for 2 years. Caesar Kali is on the front page. Yesterday we brought this to you. It's also highlighted here. Road crashes killed 2,949 in 35 years. 63,500 die since 91. This is the highest in 35 years. Road Safety Authority says. Meanwhile, Fair Sky Group commissions phase 1 of Yendi Solar Plant in March with Eric Sedi Kutoche. Looking very nice on the front page here. Kolebu has received medical equipment from Newmont on the back page of the Daily Graphic, and steel industry assures government of stable supply and prices.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times. The big story says motorway expansion 35% complete. Contractor implements measures to minimize inconvenience. Also on the front page this morning, will scrutinize government business to entrench constitutional democracy. Coming with the photograph of the minority leader Alexander Penyo marking. Ghana Armed Forces rejects 60% HIV claim in recruitment medical screening. And Ghana exports 120 health workers to Antigua.
Let me do City Newsroom before you do the daily guide. 1 dead, several injured in violent youth clash at Winneba. Also, another fire hits Kumasi as blaze engulfs Anwuna Market. Or is it Anwuna Market? It's Anwona. So I don't know how they pronounce that. Finance Ministry warns against sabotage of AI-driven customer systems. Ghana USDP Maritime Corporation after Philadelphia port talks. Meanwhile, Kweku Kwatin says Kennedy has urgency to fix Ghana's problems. And Jenapo says Baumia is MPP's strongest contender for 2028. Those are some of the headlines on citynewsroom.com.
Let me take you to the Chronicle. NDC used anti-gay bill to win power, but they are now running away from it. Apenyo Marking is quoted here. IGP Yohonu is also quoted as saying the turnaround tiger. Well, basically it's an article talking about him as the turnaround tiger. And confidence in economy restored as government raises 12.78 billion Ghana cedis at T-bill auction.
The Daily Guide says NDC flag bearer contest. Nana Jane picks Haruna according to Apenyo. That's on the front page. And other headlines: Abu Trika discharged and rearrested. Meanwhile, NDC MPP EC sued over electoral systems. Fix failures in oil palm sector according to Kwabna Meaning. And Daddy Lumba estate case. Kumasi High Court strikes out application.
Let me take you to the catalyst. Stability is not the destination, it is the launch pad. This is according to the governor of the central bank. Also on the front page, government pledges stronger engagement to protect media freedom. And some other stories here. If I take you to the Daybreak newspaper, they say that Taleh sacked from national security. It comes with a photograph of Colonel Robert Taleh. Also, Mahama applauds First Sky Group's faith-driven philanthropy. And another story here that says BOG 6 Economic Reset Partnership with Prim Park. And Gold Board Western Galamsey activities, minority people.
Channel 1 News Online. Prof. Mpom Boateng Nyahotamaklo sue NDC MPP EC over delegate system. Also, minorities slam government for failing to reform energy sector. Meanwhile, MPP left Ghana in crisis with victims according to majority. So, two leaders spoke yesterday. In other headlines, Asimbreku farmer rescues injured black kite all the way from Belgium. And I also East by election, MPP picks Baba Ali to contest on their ticket.
I take you to the New Republic. Fritz Fly at Peace Pact, Viper Balmia and Ken Bulldog in near Bros Shoka. Also on the front page, minority on Parks, Mahama's economic turnaround. Another story says lingua war looms over Google AI gig. And TikTok streamer takes Accra by storm.
My joy online, I'm ready for either outcome. Kabinai Japan shrugs off polls ahead of MPP contest. Also, fire sweeps through Angona Market in Kumasi, barely 24 hours after a similar incident at Sofo Line.
I'm sure they are trying to talk about Angolon, right?
Well, it's spelled A-N-W-O-N-A. Meanwhile, iShow Speed stole the show at the Black Star Square. That's an article on this phenomenon who's come to town, jumping into Jollof and doing all kinds of interesting things on our streets. If you go to the High Street Journal, risk-based verification or NIA's blanket verification, analysts make strong case against NIA's push. So that's analysis of the banking sector and security. Meanwhile, a sneak peek, the 4 considerations that will shape the MPC's decision this week. Governor Asiama is photographed here. GNA, Asokori Mampo Municipal distributes over 9,000 birds under Nkuko Nkitinkiti program. Meanwhile, Minority Caucus wants government on alleged third-term agenda, vows unwavering scrutiny. Meanwhile, Minister assures resumption of Pong irrigation scheme after some delays. And then if you go international, BBC is reporting that Trump has abandoned his attack mode as Minneapolis shooting backlash grows. You know what's happened in that country. Second shooting in the same month of somebody by ICE officials. Those are some of the stories making the rounds. If you come to BBC's Africa page, Nigeria officers to face trial over coup plot allegations. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is photographed here. And then Uganda's military chief denies army assaulted Bobby Wine's wife. You know, Bobby Wine is claiming his wife has been was mistreated. Meanwhile, Kenyan court leader faces charges over 52 further deaths.
Oh,
Charlie. This man, he wrote, according to the authorities, he wrote letters to victims to their deaths while he was in prison cell.
Can you imagine?
Charlie, the things are just getting so. Meanwhile, we are told that the Mozambican flood is getting worse by the day. People are clinging to tree tops as worst floods in a generation sweeps through Mozambique. This is crazy, guys. All right, Sky, let's go to the daily graphic.
Okay.
MPP is ready to conduct free, fair, and transparent election to elect a flag bearer for the party on Saturday. Chairperson of the Presidential Elections Committee, Joe Sewusu, has said, he says, we will oversee the process and the winner will be announced at the party headquarters where supporters will pledge their support as per the Peace Pact. Joe Sewusu, who is a former first Deputy Speaker of Parliament, to the daily graphic in an interview yesterday ahead of the poll to elect the flag bearer for the election, that the election would be conducted by the EC and that all ballot papers, electoral roll, and other logistics have been dispatched to the various constituencies.
Okay.
There are 211,849 delegates on the electoral roll to cast their ballots at 333 polling centers in 276 constituencies nationwide, as well as party headquarters. Polls open at 7 a.m. on Saturday, end at 2 p.m. And hoping by evening all the results will be known.
Staying with those elections, if you go to page 6 of the Daily Guide, there's a story that says MPP NDC EC sued over electoral systems. Now, a Daily Guide report says this morning that 3 individuals have initiated a legal process at the Supreme Court alleging or challenging the constitutionality of the delegates-based system used by major political parties to elect their presidential and parliamentary candidates. Now, the plaintiffs are cardiothoracic surgeon and former Minister of Environment, Science and Natural Resources, Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, medical practitioner Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, and former Minister of State Dr. Christina Makoniema. Now, they are seeking constitutional declarations against the New Patriotic Party, National Democratic Congress, and the Convention People's Party. Now, according to the suit filed on January 23, 2026, the party's internal electoral arrangements materially disenfranchise ordinary party members and violate the democratic principles entrenched in the 1992 Constitution.
Meanwhile, on the campaign trail, a number of people speaking. Kweku Kwatin says Kennedy Japan has solutions for Ghana's jobless youth. He was speaking on a point of view yesterday.
Okay.
He acknowledged that both current politicians and past politicians bear some responsibility for the country's economic difficulty. He says Kennedy Japan is poised to provide a different kind of leadership. On the same interview, on the same program, Abu Jinapo says the party MPP must produce a leader broadly accepted by all Ghanaians. And he says Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia stands tall. And then Kwame J. Japan has also been interviewed. He says he's ready for whatever outcome there will be and that he's confident that he will do well on Saturday.
Still talking about issues of who is to lead which party. If you go to page 3 of the Daily Guide, they have the lead stories that says NDC flag bearer contest, Nana Jane picks Haruna. They are quoting Apenyo Marking, and the stories by NS Kofi Edu, and it claims the minority leader Alexander Apenyo Marking has alleged that Vice President Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyemang has already selected the Minister for Education Haruna Idrisu as a running mate ahead of what he described as an impending and bruising flag bearer contest within the governing National Democratic.
Well,
Congress.
what he said was part of a broader press conference where he made a lot of points, including accusing the Energy Ministry or the government of failing to transform the Energy Ministry. It was a press briefing yesterday. Apenyo Marking described the government as hypocritical, saying that administration repealed the e-levy, citing its burden on Ghanaians, only to introduce heavier levies, including the Dumsor levy. He criticized the government for introducing the Dumsor levy, adding that despite the introduction of the levy, electricity tariffs have still gone up compared to what the when the e-levy was there. But his opposite number, the majority leader says we should ignore him because he has failed. So NDC head of caucus in Parliament, Mahama Yariga, has said Ghanaians to describe the MPP's caucus led by Apenyo Marking, describing the group as failed. This follows the minorities press conference. In a release signed by Yariga yesterday, so basically a few hours after Apenyo Marking spoke, he basically listed the collapse of the financial system, severe depreciation of the cedi, high inflation, basically politics. Both are accusing each other across the aisle. But I want to go to Apenyo Marking's backyard because there's a problem there. Citi Newsroom is reporting that one person has died and several people injured in a violent clash at Winneba.
Oh, Charlie.
We have a photograph of a man holding a machete. One person is reported dead following a clash between two youth factions in Sanko, Winneba, in the central region. While it remains unclear what occasioned the clash, videos of members of the factions inflicting machete wounds on each other have been widely circulated. According to the Winneba Divisional Police Commander, ACP Ibrahim Opoku, several persons got injured in the clash which occurred on Sunday, January 25. Citi News has gathered that one person identified as ex-Koba died after sustaining multiple machete and gunshot wounds in the clash. Police say they have intensified operations in the community to restore calm. So this is not really good. I feel the MP must rush there, as should other duty bearers, to see what's going on there.
Let me take you now to the page 2 of the Chronicle, which has a story on IGP Yohonu, the tiger, the turnaround tiger. So the story is by John Bediako and says the Ghana Police Service, forgive me, is experiencing renewed confidence and operational momentum under the leadership of the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Tete Yohonu, whose tenure has been marked by decisive action, discipline, and visible results. Now, affectionately, so he goes on to say all kinds of things and to call him by his so.
You mean the Otokinadu?
Exactly. So
Oshi.
Exactly. We urge
Ghanaians.
We urge him to go to Winneba and deal with the people who are misbehaving.
Now, the Ashanti Regional Minister is advising
the youth
residents to stop attacking police. This is GNA's story that came in yesterday following another attack. Now, Dr. Frank Amakwini, Ashanti Regional Minister, has urged residents to desist from attacking police officers on duty and rather extend their full cooperation to them to help maintain law and order. The minister's appeal follows a confrontation that erupted between suspected legal miners and police officers engaged in routine duties at Bipotinting near Jakobu in the Amansia Central of Ashanti. This was on 23rd January. The incident resulted in one fatality and numerous injuries, sparked public discussion and concern over the fight between legal miners in the Ashanti region and the police. Now, Dr. Marquis, in a statement issued in Kumasi, described the incident as regrettable and preventable. He urged citizens to adhere to lawful directives. Now, I'm giving you a related story. In the Ashanti region, another fire hits
Anglo Market.
Charlie. I don't know whether it's in Angloga or they call it Angona. I think they spelled it the way the Ashantis pronounce it, but I guess it's Anglo. It says a fire swept through Angona Market near Afun Kwanta and Kumasi Metro on Monday evening, causing extensive damage to shops. It comes barely 24 hours after a similar incident destroyed properties at a cluster of mechanic shops at Sofo Line. Blaze started at 10 p.m. on Monday, destroying parts of the market. The Ghana Fire Service is already on the scene, attempting to douse the flames. According to eyewitnesses, the fire started in a section of the footwear factory where flammable material are usually stored. Sky, there was a fire at Circle last week.
That's right.
There was a fire in Kumasi only yesterday. Another one. I don't know what's happening with our markets and whether it's the way we build them, the way people live there, the electricity connection, whether they're cooking with gas. I don't really know.
Yeah, so many
It's something that's become way too common and we have to deal with it.
Exactly. Let me take you to a related story in the area of security. Page 4 of the Chronicle has an editorial that says Tamale Cyber Warfare Base. President Mahama has taken the right decision. 2 paragraphs of that particular editorial. It says President John Dramani Mahama's announcement of plans to establish Ghana's first cyber and electronic warfare center at the Tamale Air Force Base represents a significant shift in the country's national security strategy. It reflects growing recognition that modern security threats demand modern responses, particularly in an era where warfare extends beyond land, sea, and air into cyberspace. Now, it goes on to say the proposed facility to be located in the northern sector of the country is expected to provide real-time border surveillance and process cyber and electronic assault capabilities in the event of external threats to national security.
Well, the finance ministry is warning against sabotage of AI-driven customs systems. So maybe this
people always want to sabotage.
People want to sabotage it for reasons best known to them. I'd like to move into a few other stories this morning. Egg glut eases as poultry farmers open new channels. Daniel Dromensa has a very refreshing story here that the Great Accra Poultry Farmers Association has confirmed that the egg glut recorded during the last quarter of last year has significantly reduced following the creation of alternative marketing channels that allows farmers to sell directly to consumers. According to the association, these direct-to-consumer engagements, largely through farm gate sales, are organized delivery systems have helped stabilize supply, reduce over-reliance on traditional middlemen, and improved cash flow for poultry farmers.
Okay, Bernard, just last week we were talking about the Commander factory, right?
Yes, I'm told that, Charlie, there's that factory, over 7,000 jobs on the line, sugar cartels are sabotaging it.
Page 2 of the New Republic has that story, and it says, touted as a game changer for Ghana's economy and a beacon of hope for thousands of jobless youth in the region, the Commander Sugar Factory remains in limbo and rotten as alleged sugar importers cartel are working 24 hours to block its operationalization. Now, despite government's assurances that they will ensure revival of the factory or the facility has been idle for years, which, if operationalized, can provide over 7,000 potential jobs to the teeming unemployed youth in our country.
Let me give you 2 troubling stories. Metro Mass spare parts stuck at port for 2 years. This is page 13 of the Daily Graphic. We've been complaining about lack of public transport. It says the managing director of this graphic, page 13, by the way, MD of Metro Mass Transit Limited, Calais Caesar, has revealed that a container loaded with spare parts supplied by Dutch manufacturers VDL has remained at the port for more than 2 years. This, he said, had compounded the operational and financial challenges confronting the state-owned transport company. Speaking to the Daily Graphic, the MD disclosed that the container was imported under the company's previous management but was never cleared from the port, leading to mounting charges and missed opportunity to deploy much-needed buses onto the roads. That container was full of steppers, was given to us by VDL. Our predecessors actually brought that container, he explained. He said that since that matter was brought to his attention, management has taken action to have the container cleared from the port. The process involved extensive engagement with state institutions, including the GRA, as management sought to understand why the container had remained stuck at the port for so long and what was required to clear it.
Okay.
After months of follow-up engagement with relevant authorities, he indicated that Metro Mass was now on the verge of clearing. So they haven't even cleared. They are on the verge.
2 years.
Charlie, it's on the verge of if government could waive some sky, but our public sector and the way they work, Charlie, they are on the verge.
Can you imagine 2 years?
If government could waive some direct taxes and VAT on our imports, it would greatly help our operations.
But what would be the cost of demurrage by this time?
I think they were negotiating for it to be cancelled. He said management had over 185 operational buses, but today the buses run between 120 and 130. All the revenue has significantly increased. You know, we're always blaming it's Charlie. We clamor for the post. When we get it, we can't do anything
with it. It's sad.
Let's hope he's able to do something there.
Yeah, in a related story, the Temamoto Way expansion project, we are told that it's some 35% complete. The Ghanaian Times has the story, Stephanie Binkran writes that reconstruction works on the Temamoto Way expansion project in Accra are progressing steadily, with about 35% of the work completed, despite a temporary slowdown caused by funding challenges. Now, the motorway is being reconstructed into a modern facility comprising 3 distinct carriageways.
There are 2 very nice articles in the graphic I want you to focus on. Frema Edunyame has an article on Akabeneza's approach to entertainment and tourism. And then there's a very interesting article by my good friend Rodney Nkrumah Boateng.
Okay.
He says US is facing 2 bouts of ice, shot by ICE, surviving the ice. I think it's a really good story.
Yeah, that's interesting.
The US is going through a very cold patch, many states under snow, and ICE is also doing its worst. Another person has been shot in Minneapolis, the second in 2 weeks, and we're told that President Trump is sort of withdrawing his hardline stance as tension mounts in that part of the United States of America.
Yeah, Bernard, I quickly draw your attention to a story on the front page of the Catalyst newspaper. That's the stability is not the destination. It is the launch pad, according to the central bank boss. Now, the story says the BOG Governor, Dr. Johnson Panditi Siama, has delivered a powerful call for discipline, clarity, and partnership in Ghana's economic reset, declaring that recent macroeconomic stability must serve not as an end in itself, but as the foundation for sustainable or sustained prosperity. He was speaking at a workshop organized by the Bank of Ghana for the private newspapers and online news publishers association, Print Park.
He's also basically faced with the MPC decision. So the High Street Journal has an interesting story. Said the 4 considerations that will shape the MPC's decision this week. So the Monetary Policy Committee is weighing 4 issues: the pace of easing, Citi stability, the future of the gold purchase program, and readiness for IMF scrutiny. These are the 4 considerations that the governor and his team will balance ahead of this week's Monetary Policy Committee meeting, which result we will know by close of the week.
Okay.
I want to take you to Mozambique, Sky, because these are our African brothers. And we're told that this is a story by Jose Tembe. Tens of thousands of people in Mozambique are being rescued as rising waters continue to devastate the Southern African nation. The worst flooding in a generation. Teams from Brazil, South Africa, and the UK have been helping with life-saving rescue operations. And according to a 24-year-old mechanic, this is the first time he's experienced a calamity of this magnitude. He said, as compared to a disaster that took place in 1994, actually in the 90s. Sky, if you look at this aerial photograph, you think it's a river, but it's actually people's homes that has been overtaken. You know, and I don't know what we as Ghana can do. We are helping friends in Jamaica after a hurricane. I want to urge government, let's put something together and support our brothers in Mozambique in the spirit of African solidarity.
Yes, and then also quickly, Bernard, we are getting reports from the north of the country that some military men in an operation at Abualewale in the northeast region have severely brutalized a reporter.
That was yesterday.
Yes, exactly. And this is another case of journalists being brutalized in their in the line of duty. I think the government has got to deal with the people responsible for this particular conduct. It is unacceptable. You can't be treating journalists like this.
Thank you, Sky. We'll come back to this and other stories. That was the newspaper review. Coming up next is the City Business News.
Oh, jump on now.
Go. Google me. And what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car. Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they boss my mind self be the 3-in-1 action. No, Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Yeah. So where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, they make a finish my go be fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside?
I give you info. Make I feel the go be too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
City Business News at 7, ahead of the MPC and other big stories. Nilati is here. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. A special one to our cherished listeners. Welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News on 97.3 City FM. Brought to you by MTN, EcoBank and Valex. Coming up, Citi to record first rebound of the year as Bank of Ghana eyes forex stability in its 2026 policy outlook. Also, Momo agent count losses over MTN mobile money service disruptions. Much later, we'll tell you how government wants to reduce the cost of cement for you through the substitution of clinker in local production. I am Ni Latte. Many thanks indeed for choosing us this morning. Details of our stories now. The Citi will record a near-term rebound as anticipated foreign exchange inflows are expected to ease pressure on the markets and improve sentiment. The outlook follows a mixed performance by the local currency over the past 2 weeks, while the Citi recorded a slight depreciation on the interbank market. It strengthened, however, marginally on the retail side due to demand dynamics, but expected inflows coupled with improved confidence could help stabilize the foreign exchange market in the short term, even as underlying risks remain. More in the following reports.
According to the research firm in the interbank markets, the US dollar to Ghana Citi mid-rate rose to 10 cedis 88 pesos from 10 cedis 70 pesos, reflecting renewed demand pressures that outpaced supply. Conversely, retail rates eased with the dollar falling to 11 cedis 90 pesos and 12 cedis 15 pesos, indicating softer demand at forex bureaus. The Ghana Citi also strengthened against other major currencies. On the interbank markets, the pound and the euro fell by 2.7% and 2.57%, closing at 14 cedis 78 pesos and 12 cedis 80 pesos respectively. Retail trading showed similar trends, suggesting that forex bureaus adjusted pricing to attract buyers. Databank notes that while stronger interbank demand weighed on the Ghana Citi, subdued retail demand provided modest support outside the banking system. On the global front, continued dollar weakness could support emerging market currencies, including the Ghana Citi. The trend is linked to investors gradually reducing exposure to U.S. Treasury holdings despite attractive yields and expectations of a more dovish stance from the U.S. Federal Reserve. Looking ahead, Databank expects the Ghana Citi to hover around 10 cedis 70 pesos to the dollar, describing the outlook as cautiously optimistic. Overall, Databank's analysis suggests that although short-term pressures persist, a combination of policy support, anticipated FX inflows and favorable global currency dynamics could help stabilize the Ghana cedi in the weeks ahead.
Nete Ajaho starting us off this morning, but still on the cedi because the Bank of Ghana says managing foreign exchange expectations will be one of its policy directions this year to ensure more predictability when it comes to trade and investment. This is also one of the major considerations as the central bank's first MPC meetings for 2026 enter day 2 today. Dr. Johnson Isiama is governor.
We are convening at a moment where on one hand, all the economic indicators are looking good, but on the other hand, these very improved conditions must remind us that the work has indeed only just begun. And we need more effort going forward to be able to lock in stability. I must say that this will test our monetary policy in the year ahead. Members, since our last meeting, macroeconomic conditions have continued to improve. The cedi has been remarkably stable in 2025, reflecting improved confidence and a strong external position. While recent pressures appear largely seasonal, expectations will now play a central role in sustaining stability.
Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama. Well, a good time for some forex market updates. The dollar is being retailed at 12 cedis 10 pesos. The British pound is going for 16 cedis 30 pesos. That of the euro could be sold to you at 14 cedis 20 pesos. Here's a caveat. These are average rates from forex bureaus and not the Bank of Ghana's interbank rate. Away from that, Ghana's economy is projected to expand by 5.7% in 2026, building on recent improvement in output growth, moderating inflation, and a stronger cedi. The outlook is anchored on stronger export performance, with particular emphasis on increased gold production following the expansion of the Bibiani gold mine in the western region. Well, it also points to ongoing government initiatives, including the 24-hour economy program and the accelerated export development program, as key drivers expected to support industrial activity, boost exports, and strengthen overall economic momentum in the year ahead. Here's more from the forecast by global professional services firm Deloitte.
Deloitte, in its 2026 Global Economic Outlook, cautions that this could be undermined by fluctuations in cocoa production linked to climate events, the spread of swollen shoot disease, smuggling activities, and volatility in global commodity prices. Ghana has returned to single-digit inflation, easing to 6.3% in November and further declining to 5.4% in December 2025. After nearly 4 years of double-digit inflation, this disinflation has been driven by a stronger cedi, declining non-food prices, and reduced supply-side pressures. The cedi strengthened by over 40% in the first 9 months of 2025, supported by higher global export receipts, sustained Bank of Ghana interventions, successful debt restructuring, and initiatives such as the Ghana Gold Board.
Emmanuel upon with that business desk report. Now, mobile money agents across the country are reporting losses following the service disruptions that have affected MTN mobile money operations. MTN Momo on Monday evening confirmed it was experiencing technical challenges after customers complained of intermittent access failures. The disruptions, however, have had a direct impact on agents who rely on the platform for daily transactions because of disrupted cash flows and reduced transaction volumes, as many agents were unable to meet customer demand. MTN Momo is yet to restore full restoration of the services. Now, government is stepping up plans to promote clinker substitution in a bid to lower the cost of producing cement and ease price pressures in the construction sector. It follows moves by CBI Ghana Limited, producers of Supersem cement, to replace imported clinker with locally sourced calcareous cement, calcined cement to advance the country's import substitution agenda and strengthen domestic manufacturing capacity at a time when demand for cement continues to rise. Citi Business News' Daniel Sakite reports.
Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofusue-Jare, made the remarks during a working visit to CBI Ghana Limited, producers of Super Sem Cement.
We know that in Ghana, and especially at the Ministry of Trade, we are looking at import substitution. And so if they reduce their import of clinker, which they have done, it is beneficial for us because you see, you need foreign exchange to bring the clinker. If you are getting the raw material here too, it means that you are creating jobs for our teeming youth. It goes to security. You know, if you have control over your own raw material, it's also a good security issue. So I'm excited at the fact that the cost of production is down because the raw material is here.
The minister later visited CIMAV Ghana Limited, where she engaged management on developments in the sector, highlighting the recent stability of the exchange rate and its positive spillover effects on manufacturing.
Over the period, the factors that have actually affected the industries are among other things, high cost of borrowing, and then the exchange rates. Fortunately, under the able leadership of Excellency John Dramani Mahama, now the exchange rate is stable. It has come down appreciably. And so Ghanaians are also calling for a pound of the cake because, you see, Excellency John Dramani Mahama is doing this for the benefit of Ghanaians and industry.
We have reduced our prices to, because the challenge that we had is the CD, the CD depreciation. Now, as you said in your word, we have felt that CD is stable and we are happy about that.
Elizabeth Ofusue-Jare concluded her tour of the Tema Industrial Enclave with a visit to Ryder Steel Company Limited, stressing the importance of enforcing the ban on exports of non-ferrous raw materials to ensure adequate supply for local industries.
Citi Business News' Daniel Sakite with that report on how government is seeking to replace imported clinker with locally sourced calcined clay to reduce the cost of producing cement in the country and also advance the country's import substitution agenda. That's it for the breakfast edition of Citi Business News. There's more news on citinewsroom.com/business. I'm Nila Tilati. I wish you a good business day.
Hey, do they want to sack you dry? Why shall I way? Engagement things and kwenye. Hey, sure. They even added washing machine, fridge, flash screen TV, 65 inches and so. How do they expect you to buy all these and still take care of your family? Oh, Kwame.
Mama. And how hukra? With Access Bank's Pick Now, Pay Later, we can get everything now in minutes and pay at 0% interest over the next 6 months. Eye koko kra.
Hey, sir.
Access Bank says faster is here. With a now digitized Pick Now, Pay Later, life's big moments are within reach. Just click, pick, approved in minutes. For more information, call our 24-hour contact center on 0800 00 4400. Terms and conditions apply. Access Bank, more than banking.
Momo. It has made life happen in lots of good ways.
Mr. Kwanzaa, Mensaka insurance claim no. That's it.
It has put together beautiful weddings. It has filled the bellies of boys at their favorite watchy joint.
My guy, stop. Who they chop cancel these days?
It has made millions of businesses possible.
Mensaka no. We are back in business.
With just a few taps, money moves faster, easier, and safer. Momo understands the weight of your trust in us. We continuously enhance security with features like self-paying research to help you protect your money. Momo will only call you with 0244 300,000. No MTN or Momo staff will call or ask for your PIN or one-time password. Do not transfer funds to anyone whose identity you have not verified. Do not approve any prompts you have not initiated. Momo, still Munsaka.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
14 minutes past 7. So a quick update. Yesterday, I read a message from a listener about the fluctuating power at New Legon behind Ashali Botwe. So I got a response from a colleague journalist who's followed up on this story. So apparently the terminal rack on the control and relay panel was found burning at 2:44 a.m. So this would have been Sunday into Monday upon a visit to the station. Hence, that particular rack and control panel was isolated to prevent a fire outbreak in the panel. So communities affected include Lakeside communities, Fairhaven, Rosa, ECG Village, Police Land, Adumgate, Baltimore and surrounding areas. So this is in relation to the complaints from a listener at New Legon. I hope the light has come back. Here's another one from somebody who lives in the same general enclave. So this is Joseph. He says, Bernard, I use 2 key roads every morning and evening, Adenta Dodowa and Temamoto Way. I commend both contractors for the pace of work. My concern is, however, traffic management on the Amrahia stretch of Adenta Dodowa. Yesterday after work, I spent 45 minutes at Amrahia, a place I would typically use under 5 minutes to cross. Kindly find out from the contractor his plans for us. All right. So I feel the contractor needs to work with the police to manage traffic on that road. Because traffic management sincerely is a police function, but I do understand because of a road construction, the contractor has to ensure that any bottleneck created is quickly dealt with by authorities. So Joe, we've touched on it. We'll put a bit more on it later on. Kickoff is next. Before that, City Business News brought to you by Access Bank. We've introduced Rewards by Access, a loyalty program designed to add value to your everyday banking experience. Whether you're shopping, traveling, or handling business expense, every transaction you make with Access, your Access card, brings you closer to exclusive benefits, premium privileges, and personalized rewards. Points earned through your card transactions can be redeemed seamlessly at any of our merchant partners. So whether you're a frequent flyer, a regular shopper, or managing daily family or business needs, get in touch with Access Bank. Call 0800 004400 for more details. Access Bank, more than banking. And MTN is making it easy for you with our eSIM automation. We've flipped the script. You can set up your eSIM yourself right from your couch. No queues, no waiting, no take a ticket. Just open the MTN app, follow the steps, and you're live. It's the My MTN app. It's the ultimate life hack. Grab your phone, download the My MTN app today so you can switch to an eSIM without any stress. And I need to also announce this. Yesterday, I think Mobile Money Limited was having some challenges. So they put out, an announcement about that. Where did I see this announcement? Yeah, I think they put out an announcement about some network issues. So people were trying to send mobile money who were unable to do so. Yes. So here's the post. Hello, valued customers. We acknowledge the intermittent challenges you're experiencing in accessing Momo services. Our engineers are working to resolve the issue. We will keep you updated. This inconvenience is deeply regretted. Yeah, so this was sent sometime yesterday. I hope the situation has improved. We'll find out if things have changed. Kickoff is next with the sports desk and is brought to us by Lesheho. As we step into this new year, Lesheho says thank you for your cherished customer service, or basically for being a great customer throughout the year 2025. Your loyalty has meant a lot to us. Into this new year, we're working with you, supporting your goals, your dreams, and your financial growth, and improving your lives with innovative financial solutions from Lesheho. From all of us at Lesheho, we wish you a prosperous, fulfilling, and successful new year. And drivers all over Ghana, including Emmanuel Emisa Datson from Accra, Colin Sejapon from Kumasi, and Bright Aqua from Tadi, have already won free fuel. It's on till 28th February. We're talking about the new fuel promo. Buy 300 cedis or more worth of our new and improved Shell fuel, and you could win big. Visit the nearest Shell station today. Fill up for an opportunity to become one of our weekly winners. New and improved Shell fuel, better by far. Gabi Ofe is next with Kickoff.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
right, Tuesday morning, January 27. Welcome aboard to kick off on 97.3 Citi FM. Coming up in the next 10 minutes.
Game, set and as you would expect, Sabalenka in style with an ace into the semi-finals of the Australian Open once again.
All right, world number one, Arina Sabalenka is through to the semi-finals of the ongoing Australian Open. She has now recorded her fourth straight Australian Open semi-final. Reactions coming up a bit. Plus this.
It is difficult to just jump into conclusion and say the Ghana League is ranked 100th in the world. What went into that research?
Okay, so that's GFA Communications Director Henry Asante Chum speaking there. More from that in a bit. Many thanks to Western Union, Shell V Power, Politan Ghana, and Lesheho Let's Improve Life. All right, I'm Gabi Ofe. Let's begin with some women's football, and FIFA officially launched the journey to the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup with a vibrant culture-driven celebration in Copacabana, Rio de Janeiro, blending football, music, art, and unmistakable Brazilian flair at one of the world's most iconic locations. The event marked a major milestone on the road to the first FIFA Women's World Cup to be staged in South America, with the unveiling of the tournament's official emblem, the Go Epic slogan, and the unique sonic identity inspired by Brazil's rich and energetic sounds designed to connect fans across all platforms. Now, Ghana's Black Queens will be hoping to book their place at the global showpiece when they compete at this year's Women's African Cup of Nations, with the tournament in Morocco also serving as qualifiers for the 2027 Women's World Cup in Brazil. Well, speaking of the Black Queens, Sazakes Lady CEO Evelyn Isiasari is urging caution as the Black Queens prepare for the WAFCON in Morocco. Ghana facing a challenging Group D alongside Cameroon, Mali, and Cape Verde. But Isiasari believes the experience of head coach Kimlas Bjorgren will be vital in navigating the group stage.
Yeah, it's an exciting draw, but if you don't take care, when you are playing a team who doesn't know how to play, that is when you suffer. I mean, they don't have any plan. They will not allow you to also play your plan. So I believe that the formation that this coach has been playing is good. I know they will go far. And if I know so many people do not know the history behind Black Queens. They have been to the World Cup, I think, 3rd or 4th times. In any year that we have to go to the World Cup, we come second. The previous ones that we have attended. So this year, we have to go for the trophy for the first time.
All right, so that's CEO for Hazakes Ladies, Evelyn Insia Asari, speaking to Citi Sport. Well, away from that, the Parliamentary Select Committee on Sport yesterday embarked on an inspection tour of the Baltimore Sports Complex, the Accra Sports Stadium, and the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. The tour was led by Committee's Chairman Ernest Henry Nogbe, with all 10 other members present as they assess the current state of the facilities. Now, during the visit, Chairman Ernest Henry Nogbe called for maintenance works to be carried out, particularly at the Baltimore Sports Complex.
So far, so good. Generally, at Boteman, it was an eyesore. What we saw at Boteman is something that we need to work on. The facility that costs over $140 million is left for rodents and other reptiles. The place in a messy state. No caretaker, no management, and everything look bizarre when you go to the Boteman.
All right, so that's the chairman for the Parliamentary Select for Committee on Sports, Henry Ernest Nogbe, speaking there. Well, later today at the GFA conference room, the draw for the round of 16 of the MTN FA Cup will take place at 10 a.m. Defending champions Asante Kotoko, Mediama Sporting Club, Dreams FC, and former finalists Rod Tamale United will discover their next opponents as the race for the silverware heats up. Other sites in the heart include Heart of Lions, Sidiana FC, Brecum Chelsea, FC Samatex, Nations FC, and Sredro All Blacks as the clubs eye a place in the quarterfinals. Well, let's get some reactions. And Communications Director for Pando Heart of Lions, Eric Ali Ajit says he is optimistic about securing a favorable draw in the round of 16.
We are very much expectant ahead of the draw. We are also aware that 9 other Premier League clubs are also in this draw, and the possibility of meeting those in our zone is very high. So we are very expectant of whoever will come our way. Last season we did not reach this stage, so I would say we've made a step further in last season's performance. So whoever is drawn against us, I think for us we will accept the challenge and move a step ahead of that person as well.
Communications Director for Pando Heart of Lions, Eric Ali Ajit speaking there. Well, to the GPO now, and Communications Director for the Ghana Football Association, Henry Asante Chum, says the GFA wants clarity on the statistics used to rank the Ghana Premier League 100th globally. His comments come after the IFFHS rankings, which initially placed the GPO 94th before dropping it further down the list. Speaking to Citi Sports, Henry Asante Chum said understanding the criteria and data behind the ranking is important.
It would help our discussion. It will also put me in a better position to appreciate the work they have done, and then what went into the final output of this particular research. But I think that over the years we have done a lot to make the Ghana Premier League better. Yes, we are faced with loads and loads of challenges. We are competing among other leagues that are very strong in terms of image rights, in terms of branding, in terms of production, in terms of stadiums or facilities, in terms of visibility of product, in terms of product appreciation, and even the intangible assets on the pitch. So it is difficult to just jump into conclusion and say the Ghana League is ranked 100th in the world. What went into that research?
All right, so that's GFA Communications Director Henry Asante Chum speaking to Citi Sport. Well, let's take you to the English Premier League, and last night this happened.
O'Brien. Okay, good ball. Oh, brilliant! Tierno Barry levels for Everton. His hot streak continues with an ice-cold finish to make it 1-1.
All right, so Tierno Barry continued his strong scoring form with a second-half equalizer to Everton, a 1-0 home draw against Leeds United last night. Well, away from that, Jamie Carragher believes Arne Slot's job will be at risk if Liverpool fail to qualify for the Champions League this season. Slot guided Liverpool to the title last season and then started his campaign with 5 consecutive victories after spending £450 million in the summer. But their form nosedived with 5 defeats in their next 6, which derailed hopes of becoming back-to-back champions.
That's when I think we've got a completely different proposition when we're talking about the manager's job. That for me is completely different. If we're talking about not winning the league or challenging for the league, that is collective responsibility, and Liverpool don't win the league every year. Not making the Champions League from champions, spending £450 million and having the highest wage bill in the Premier League, which is the biggest sort of determining factor normally about where you finish in the league, I think you've got serious questions to ask.
Champions League or bust for Slot, is it?
In terms of qualifying, yeah. Listen, I think some of the criticism he's had and disrespect of Liverpool supporters who I see and know I think is far too much, considering he won the league title last season. But, as I said, if you don't qualify for the Champions League, having won the league the season before and spent as much as Liverpool do, I don't think you've got a leg to stand on.
All right, so that's a former Liverpool player, Jamie Carragher, speaking there. Well, let's finish off with some tennis updates, and the Australian Open has altered its schedule for the second time in 4 days because of extreme heat, with temperatures expected to reach 42 Celsius in Melbourne later today. But on the court in the women's singles, Aryna Sabalenka is through to the semis after beating USA's Eva Jovic 6-3, 6-love. Sabalenka has now reached a 4th consecutive Australian Open semi-final, and it is also her 14th career Grand Slam semi-final. Coco Gauff will be in action this morning at 8 a.m. when she takes on Ukraine's Elena Svitolina. For the men's singles, Alexander Zverev beat Lena Tien early this morning 6-3, 676176. Carlos Alcaraz will also take on Australia's Alex de Minaur at 9:30 a.m. So we'll bring you more updates later at 5 p.m. That's the very latest in the world of sports. For more, you can head to citysportsonline.com and on X at Citi Sports GHA. Kickoff was proudly brought to you by Western Union, Politangana, Shell V Power, and Lesheho. Let's improve life. I'm Gabi Ofe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care and bye-bye.
Services, innovative financial solutions. We deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, let's share go, let's share go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Even when you're stuck with nothing, come to let's share go. No matter your situation, come to let's share go. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let's share go, we improve your life.
In Ghanaian parlance, Agrobeswa, Efri Anopa. To wit, if the festival will be entertaining, it starts from the morning. If 2026 will be amazing, it will very much depend on what we do in January. We bring you the Effective Living Series 2026 on 97.3 Citi FM with different weekly themes. Week 1, know where you want to go. Week 2, develop a plan to get there. Week 3, build capacity to get there. Week 4, take charge and soar. Tune in to 97.3 Citi FM to get a good head start on 2026. The Effective Living Series 2026 airs every weekday in January at 9:15 a.m. prompt, only on 97.3 Citi FM. The Effective Living Series is sponsored by Petra and Hallmark Freight and Consultancy Ghana Limited.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
The Money Matter segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. Most people treat January as a recovery month, but smart people treat it as a strategy month. This is when you lock in systems, automated savings and investments, fixed percentages before lifestyle spending creeps back in. Now, once structure is set, discipline becomes easier for the rest of the year. If you want help structuring your finances properly from the start, speak to a Petra advisor today. You can walk into our office located at Airport West. Let's do life together. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is a story of determination. This is the story of Anthony Owusu-Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, APSA is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work. It's having the right partner like APSA, one that helps him dream bigger and reach further every day. From funding to guidance, APSA stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. APSA.
We want jobs, right? We want opportunity. It starts with what we eat.
When we eat Ghana rice and buy local chicken, we create jobs for our own people, not for importers.
Eating Ghanaian food isn't just a meal, it's a statement of independence, pride, and progress. Eat Ghana, build Ghana, our food, our future.
The Eat Ghana, Build Ghana campaign is supported by Agri Impact Limited in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation and the 24-Hour Economy.
Mensaka Mekao!
Now what so dear?
Hey, Charlie, what's it? Imagine buying your favorite gadget and driving home a sleek saloon car.
Oh, yes. With Max Buys You Shop, You Drive promo, every purchase brings you closer to amazing prizes.
Just shop any product from Max Buy
and stand a chance to win a sleek saloon car, TVs, smartphones, and more. Your next buy could make you a winner.
So what are you waiting for? Shop now and let's make your dream drivable with Max Buy.
Max Buy. You shop, you drive.
For further enquiries, call Max Buy on 054-401-9552. Terms and conditions apply.
This promo is being run by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Today, we hit the streets to ask Ghanaians, what would you do with free fuel for 1 year?
Oh, road trips with the girls every weekend.
That's extra savings to help fix my car.
Charlie, 1 whole year, I'll finally be able to visit my mom without worrying about the distance.
This season, it's feeling after filling from Shell with new and improved fuels so you can do the things you love. Buy 300 Ghana cedis or more worth of new and improved Shell fuels and stand a chance to win. Free fuel for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 1 year. It's time to try the new and improved Shell fuels with additives that deliver efficiency, cleaning, protection, and performance. Don't miss out. Fill up with new and improved Shell fuels and get rewarded. Promo runs till the 28th of February 2026. T's and C's apply.
New and improved Shell fuels. Simply better by far. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Whether you're buying water from your favorite spot in Osu, shopping online for the latest styles, or booking your next getaway to Dubai, MasterCard gives you the freedom to pay your way. Insert, tap, swipe, click. So many options, yet so easy. With layers of security protected every payment, your money stays safe. From Trotro to travel, MasterCard connects you to the life you've earned and the one you dream of. Ask your bank for MasterCard today. MasterCard. Safe, convenient, priceless.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
I saw you struggling for
stuck in the community. The press didn't rest, making news, not a few, mama.
This is the City Breakfast Show.
Twenty minutes to 8. The great reggae lyricist Lucky Dube calls this one Hold On. Song released in 1991. Where were you? 1991. Hold on just a little longer. So all the young men and women being raised by single mothers. Beautiful song. A song to his mama. Happy birthday to Princess Bubune Jani Ajoyi. From your dad, Lebene Ajoyi. Watching you grow has been one of my greatest joys. You make me proud every single day with your kindness, laughter, and your big, beautiful heart. Enjoy your special day, my love. Love you always, my princess. Happy birthday to Mrs. Love Champong, Programs and Events Engagement Officer of My Help Your Health Foundation. From Nicholas Kofi, President and founder of the NGO. Now, I want to help you with the lyrics. Very powerful. It says, I knew exactly what you were going through. It's just that I didn't have the right to discuss your problems. I saw you struggling for our education. I saw you struggling to get us close to where, mama? This man you got married to, is he dead or alive? Over the years, I've asked myself many questions. Is he my real dad or was I adopted, mama? I know it's difficult for you, but hold on. I'm a little grown up now. Hold on just a little longer. You were a laughing stock in the community. The press didn't rest making news out of you, mama. Now is the time to show them that he who laughs last laughs the best. Yeah, that's Lucky Dube, man. Enjoy.
It's just that I didn't have the right to discuss your problems. I saw you struggling for our education. I saw you struggling to get us close to where.
Later this morning, I'll be joined by my friend Ras Mubarak, who in August 2025 decided to embark on a crazy journey of driving through almost 42 African countries. I think he did about 34 or so. He's back in Ghana in one piece. So we'll be talking to him about his journeys across the continent. Which African country has what? Hey, Richard. Hey, Miriam. Hey. I'm not sure whether this one is what I. Let me do a few more. Happy birthday to Sandra Say of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Hospital, Agona Swedru. May you continue to be a blessing to our clients. May God richly bless you from the staff and management of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Mission, Agona Swedru. Good morning, Bernard. My birthday wishes go to Derek Pa Kwesi Kwating Asamoah, aka Jesse Wura, and Reverend Joe Chris Kwenu of UCC Cape Coast. May the day be beautiful. This is to all the young men and women raised by single mothers. Let's play another one. This is the one that we used to play when we were very young. Hey, wherever you are, remember me. Yeah, I remember that cassette.
This is the City Breakfast Show.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
City 97.3. Accra.
You left for the city many years ago. Promised to come back and take care of us. Many years have gone by now. Still no sign of you, dear. Mother died of heart attack many years ago. When she heard that you were married again, now I'm the only one left in the family. Tell you wherever you are, remember me in whatever you do. I love you. Tell you wherever you are, remember me in whatever you do. I Wandering up and down the streets of Soweto, no place to call my home. I tried to find you many years ago, but the woman you married to was not good at all. Tell you wherever you are, remember me whatever you do. I love you. Tell you wherever you are, remember me whatever you do. I
Released in 1989. This guy, I said this song, I don't know, this song was. And what was funny about this song is that I grew up with my mom and dad, so I wasn't even raised by a single mother. But the song was Charlie.
It speaks to
When I hear the
soul,
song,
yeah.
I used to even cry when I hear the song.
Exactly.
It was so powerful.
Yeah, that's right.
And I had a lot of friends who were in this particular situation. And the good news is that almost all those people have turned out to be great men.
Exactly.
And they've turned out to be great fathers. So sometimes, Charlie, you don't even know. And I think Lucky Dube, this is a true story because the way he sang it,
it carries a
too
certain
deep
message. Yeah.
He likes to hear about his mother a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you watch his interviews, he's emphasized these things about, how the mother sort of shaped his life.
So wandering up and down the streets of Soweto, no place to call my own.
Yeah, that's right.
It was Charlie. It's powerful, very powerful, very
yes.
powerful. So Charlie,
there's a song that he wrote and spoke about whose dog are gonna be my friends now. I just want to.
You have to be Lucky Dube songs in your heart.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, talking. I mean, situations about the family.
Yeah.
Always, played a key part in what he talked about.
Yeah.
So I just want to get the
lyrics.
Yeah, that's right.
But what's the title?
Whose dogs are gonna be my friends tonight?
We'll find it.
That's
We'll find it. We'll find it. We'll find it. Yeah. So encourage yourself in the Lord, as we move on. So many things to do today on the City Breakfast Show. Big stories from yesterday. Minority, majority in exchange of words. We know next week they are going to Parliament, so they are preparing the ground. So Afenyo Makin held a press conference. Then Ayariga responds with a letter. Really troubling story from the Metro Mass Transit Company. The chief executive officer claims that they've had a container of bus parts stuck at the port for 2 years. And even as he was speaking to the media, they were yet to clear it. I thought that's just, I don't know. I think it sums up the whole transport situation. I think yesterday I saw a photo of the deputy transport minister saying she's traveled somewhere and they are bringing 300 buses.
Yeah.
You know, so Metro Mass obviously struggling, STC struggling.
Yep.
You know, public transportation a big challenge.
Yeah, so Love Me the Way I Am.
This is a song, eh?
Yeah, this one.
It's about what?
Yeah, that is again talking
same
about,
kind of thing.
Exactly.
But it's a more recent one.
Yes. It's one of the very recent ones. Yeah.
All right.
Listen to the lyrics.
Love Me the Way I Am by Lucky Dube. Very troubling one indeed. Let me just say good morning to the Asamoah family of ANC Development. They lost their beloved mother last week, Friday, Mrs. Cecilia Asamoah, aka Ajua Kunedu. And the 1 week celebration is on Friday, the 6th of February. So the coming Friday after this one. And there will also be a mass at Christ the King Parish with the family gathering thereafter at 5 Maseru Road, East Legon, next to the Agnostic Center. So all friends and sympathizers welcome. There are Asamoah and Minka families announcing the passing of their beloved mother, Mrs. Cecilia Asamoah. She's part of the brain behind the wonderful ANC Development. And we're wishing the family condolences this morning as we bring you a trilogy of Lucky Dube songs from a troubled childhood into a legendary reggae artist with a tragic ending. But your good energy journey just got better. God is offering discounts at selected stations nationwide while maintaining the quality that protects your engine to take you further. It's the same trusted fuels enhanced with XP3 additives. God continues to deliver quality fuels that have served the nation for over 60 years. Goil Good Energy. Our stories are all different. For some of us, it's the thrill of chasing your dream of opening your own shop. For others, it's your ability to tap your phone and make a payment for food with no stress. Whatever your story is, APSA is ready with digital solutions, travel insurance, international debit cards, flexible repayment options on loans, and countless other perks that actually match your ambitions. So whatever chapter you're on, APSA says, we see your story. Get ready to boost your career with SIMA, whether you're fresh out of university or climbing the corporate ladder. SIMA gives you real working or real world skills, global recognition, and a powerful network of over 689,000 professionals in 190 countries. And while you learn, unlock professional and digital finance skills and become a chartered management accountant. How do you apply? Call 026-301-1992. SIMA, one SIMA qualification, countless global opportunities. Meanwhile, this Valentine's Day, love takes flight with Africa World Airlines. Have you met someone special or reunited with a loved one on an hour flight? Why despite me so? Share your story with a photo taken on or with our aircraft and stand the chance to win 2 return tickets. So find love and get tickets, right? Send your story to celebrations@flyafricaworld.com or send it to our official WhatsApp line, which is 057 817 9011. That's 057 817 9011. That's the Africa World Airlines WhatsApp number. This campaign is until 8th February. So that's Sunday, next Sunday, not this one, the next one. Africa World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world. This is the last one. All right, this morning I'll talk a bit about the Metro Mass Transit situation because, you know, I recall earlier in this government's life, they came to say some containers had been abandoned at the port, made a whole lot of noise around it, a lot of razzmatazz. I think later on they did some audit and they said they found the containers or whatever. What worries me is that we make a lot of noise about what has happened, but I don't feel like we do a lot to correct it. So this morning we're told that Metro Mass spare parts stuck at the port for 2 whole years. Now, I don't know whether the 2 years includes the first year of this government too. All right, and I don't know when the new administration took over, but why on earth would you allow? Why should it take you 2 years? And as we are talking, they've not even cleared it. When you read the story, the guy says they are on the verge.
Yep.
You understand? So if we are in 2026, it means that it was 2024 January. How on earth do you allow a container to be at the port for the whole of 2024 and the whole of 2025? Mm-hmm. And then you are happily telling us that, well, we are clearing it. Why did it last so long? When were you appointed? What's the bottleneck? Is it the GRA? Is it the customs? You know, and these are supposed to be parts to repair the bus, and for which reason some of the buses are not running. You know, and we just announce as a matter of fact, and then we move on with our lives. Meanwhile, people are struggling to get vehicles to go home. Mm-hmm. So there's a direct relation between how people see to their duties and the effect on citizens, and I don't think it's great. Mm-hmm. So we'll follow up on this shortly. I'm not happy at all. The story is on page 13 of the Daily Graphic. You know, before we do that, let me just give you 2 quick announcements, and I'll do tech and social media trends. Heritage Christian University helps you grow while pursuing your degree. Our scholar practitioner faculty will guide you to solve real-world challenges. Whether you are in business, computing, health, psychology, media, or tech, we provide the path experience where you can get the knowledge to face your dreams squarely. Call us on 054 777 7731 or 0202 298 399. Heritage Christian University, educating compassionate entrepreneurial leaders. At Locust Estates, we believe every Ghanaian deserves the comfort, dignity, and comfort and dignity of modern living. That's why we're building beautifully crafted 3-bedroom townhouses, safe and secure community-focused houses with all facilities available for you, from premium family homes to stylish apartments. Locust Estates gives you smart design at prime locations. Call us on 0200 557 704. What 2 words can ruin your day any day? Insufficient balance. Don't stress. With extra balance from Forms Capital, you can get a quick top-up straight to your Momo wallet. Your overdraft limit keeps going up, and the best part is that interest is only charged for the days the funds are used. It's fast, it's easy, and keeps moving because Forms Capital believes in community impact and financial inclusion. Whether you're a trader, student, or parent, no matter who you are deserving of financial access anytime, anywhere. Sign up for free on the Momo app. Navigate to financial services, advances, and select extra balance to register. Or dial star 170 hash, select 534 to activate extra balance. It's 8 o'clock. Tech and social media trends with Edwin Kwakufi is coming up shortly. It's brought to us by First Mobile or First Bank. Make real-time transactions with your First Mobile or Quick Banking. It's star 894 hash. Gives you instant airtime, data purchase, funds transfer, and all the nice things that make banking special. Call First Bank on 059 69 21 921. First Bank, you first. Edwin is here with the trends. Edwin, welcome.
Thank you very much, Bernard. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, bro.
So, of course, the biggest trend in Ghana, I Show Speed, and everything that happened yesterday during this trip. So he started from Ikropong, where he took part in the naming ceremony. He was giving the name Berima Kofi Ekufu. A lot of interesting things there. Took a helicopter ride to Accra, where he was at the Independence Square. Number of activities, supercar race. He ate some jollof. Unfortunately, he said he enjoyed Nigerian jollof better. Also,
a big bowl of jollof.
But
yes.
who gave him the wrong jollof?
And who didn't cook that thing for him that he should come and lie inside? Charlie.
Somebody did the poor job there.
Yeah,
you
so
can't obviously eat Ghanaian jollof and then compare that. And
the debate is even over. I don't know why he even went to revive that debate.
Which has led to Chef Abby trending, because people were
Chef
saying
Abby
that she should have been the one to
Okay.
cook the jollof for him, because her jollof is apparently very, very good. Everyone is talking about the bikers who were around him for most of the ride through Accra.
By the way, who is he? For you don't assume everybody knows who is I Show Speed.
Okay, I Show Speed.
Why should we even care?
He's a popular YouTuber, live streamer. He's one of the biggest streamers in the world. He has a YouTube account which has 50 million subscribers, so he gets millions of
And what does
views.
he do?
He streams his like anything at all he does. First, he used to be a gaming streamer, so he would play video games and stream it to his audiences. That's what made him popular in North America and the US. Then he became a global icon due to his, some might say, obsession with Cristiano Ronaldo. So once you get on Cristiano Ronaldo's side, you bring in the football fans and everyone who likes
He's
Ronaldo.
obsessing how he liked Ronaldo or what?
Yeah, he does.
His character was based around Ronaldo. He wears Ronaldo's jerseys, visits Ronaldo's games to watch him, always does the Sue as his own celebration as well.
So, but what's unique about him that gives him 50 million views? Because liking Ronaldo and it's not enough to get to that. I just want to know, for those who don't know, what does he do? Is he like a footballer? Does he run? What is his thing?
He does everything. He's very athletic, so he's able to engage in these challenges with athletes, like sprinters, boxers, high jumpers. He's very fit. He's very athletic, so he's able to do all that. And he also engages in some might call risky or dangerous stunts. Yes, stunts. Which of
he
course
went on Independence Square to jump.
Yeah, which was very risky.
Who took him there? Who gave him the permission to do that?
The Ghana tourist board.
Did he have a jumping permit?
Also, he's been known to jump over moving vehicles as well, which is very dangerous. But because of his athleticism, he's able to manage.
So he's in
that
Ghana,
very well.
and it will boost our tourism.
Yeah, he's traveled across Africa, and it's definitely boosted our tourism.
To bring people here.
Look,
Yes.
during the live
sure.
stream,
Oh yeah, people would see
During-
Ghana for
yeah.
the first time,
Yes.
and would say would they want to visit.
So where has he been before you got here?
all across Africa.
He's doing an international tour.
An African tour this time. So
he's a
he's
big
been across 20, I believe, African countries. He's due to be in Namibia today. During his stream...
Oh, so he's finished the Ghana one?
Yeah, he's finished the Ghana one.
Oh, quick like that.
So during his stream, it hits about 220,000 live viewers. Currently, he's at 4.6 million views in total on YouTube. And if you go to the comment section...
Yeah.
You see people from different countries saying because of the stream they
come.
want to come to Ghana because of everything they've
hope
seen.
to see them soon.
I mean, they're not going to get the same treatment as I Show Speed.
I saw a lot of people watching him, like filming him and stuff.
Yeah,
He's
and
very popular.
he went across.
Did he go to the Bukom Arena?
Yes, he went to the Bukom Arena where he did an exhibition bout. Went to the Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park where, yes, that was a big thing as well, apart from the Independence.
So he's an American young man.
Very young.
How
man.
old is he?
He's 21.
He actually even claimed,
and he's brought Ghana to a standstill.
Ghana to a standstill.
That the mother is from Ghana. He said something.
Yes, that's what.
And yet he's choosing Nigeria jollof.
Well, I mean, it's a question of the taste.
Clearly, his mother didn't do something.
No, it was a question of what he was.
She should have worked the team before he came. Anyway, so that's I Show Speed.
It's a massive trend, and related to him, the next trend, the mobile networks.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah, people.
Or was it because people were sending Momo yesterday? The thing was not working.
I actually want to get to that later,
So
but people are talking about the internet connectivity because for large points of the stream, it was perfect. Like while he was traveling on the road, usually we have these distortions, but it was almost perfect. Apart from one section in Ikropon where it went off for a bit, the stream was stable, reliable.
Maybe they prepared for him.
That's what
they had a special bandwidth for him.
So the various mobile networks in Ghana were trending because of it.
Everything was working well.
Because they say
yesterday they brought
why is that?
When we are here, we don't see nothing. But when I Show Speed comes,
yeah, so
that was a special trend for him. Good for him.
Yeah, so it was a very good stream for Ghana as well. So now we move on to Abu Trika. So Frederick Kumi, popularly known as Abu Trika, who is of course facing charges of romance fraud and for which he's facing extradition to the United States. He was rearrested last night at the High Court. So
after being released,
after being released, yes, he was rearrested. So obviously his two colleagues who were arrested with him, the charges against them were dropped. So his lawyers argued that since the charge was for conspiracy against the two others, effectively collapsed the charge that was brought against him as well. So the district court upheld the argument.
And Abu Trika, by the way, is who?
All of them. He is a businessman, socialite in Ghana. He doesn't have a specific.
But why is he famous? Is it because he's been?
Yeah,
the Americans have requested for him for extradition.
Yeah,
and his lawyers have opposed this.
Exactly.
Okay.
He's originally famous because of his displays of wealth.
Okay.
On social media, which got him the attention of a lot of people as well. So he was arrested, which has made the news as well. The fourth trend, Winneba, trending because of the clashes.
They are cutlassing each other.
Yeah, one person is reportedly dead because of the clashes between the two youth factions in the central region, and there's a worry that we may be seeing a lot of these clashes across the country, and security seems to be under threat, according to the comments on social media. They are worried that people are able to go around with machetes, cutlasses, and be attacking
broad daylight
in broad daylight. Without a lot of them worried about any consequences from their actions. So
my worry is how some of this intelligence doesn't get to the police before it happens. Because in the past, sometimes when people are contemplating an attack, good policing would sort of hear of it and prevent it. But these days, we only hear of it after the fact.
You see,
and it's worrying me.
You see, the fact is that, the spaces that these people, the young men, use these days to pull together, to scheme, to brainstorm, and get things into action. Many of our traditional intelligence institutions are not doing so much in these spaces. Of course, I mean, we do know that there are brilliant minds within the police service and national security, generally in the military, who sometimes smell these things. But a lot is happening on TikTok, on Snapchat, on all of these spaces that the younger ones would rather spend their time. So if you're not careful, you'll not go into a meeting and see them sitting there and having conversations about how to go and attack the next village. They are planning them using their mobile phones. So it means that, and the language they will use a shorthand you will not understand.
But that's what intelligence must
do. Exactly. So we need people who can decode these things. You know, sometimes the state will have to hire these young men to be part of
because
the intelligence
for a large-scale group to meet to do such a thing, obviously they planned it.
Yes.
And I also think communities and police relationships, because sometimes if you don't trust the police, if you see something, you can't even tell them. Because don't matter, the police are part of them.
Exactly. That's why I am also happy that the president has announced that they are doing some,
the Tamale thing.
Exactly. To help with the cyber warfare matters.
Yeah. It's very important.
Okay, so back to the story about the MTN Momo. So they put out a statement saying that people were having issues accessing the MTN Momo using the USSD code. So they advise people to use the MTN app or the MTN Momo app. So they have two different apps that you can
But the problem is that my app cannot take money from my account. You see?
Okay.
USSD is what I use to access my bank account.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only person. So if you need money in your... Well, I tried, it never works. So for me, if I need to engage my bank, I use *170#. If I already have money in the Momo, then the Momo app then works. So that's my issue. So for yesterday, I couldn't do anything.
Okay, so
you could? Okay.
Yeah, I've still seen a few people complaining online, but we've not seen any statement from MTN saying the issue has been resolved fully. But some people say it's working for them, others say they are still having issues.
I thought they issued an earlier statement.
Yes, no, he's saying that they haven't said it's resolved. What they said was that they are working on it.
Okay.
That was as of yesterday around 4 p.m.
Because yesterday I was so embarrassed. I had ordered something and I needed to pay.
Charlie, somebody was waiting for me for some small money. Charlie, you look like I was in line. Oh, Sikaki told your best friend, Charlie. Oh, a breakfast show was adding. Charlie, small money was guy. Charlie, some way. MTN, don't do that. Some of us, we got disgrace.
Yeah, so tech news, the ban on usage of social media for young people, it seems to be spreading across Europe. Hopefully it gets here to it's now reached France, where the parliament has agreed for.
It's already happening in my house. I'm not waiting for the government of Ghana. I've already imposed it. We have imposed the ban. But I don't need any court order to impose that ban.
Not at all.
So parents, don't wait for government.
But the truth is that
ban it in your house until you are 16. You are not even owning your own phone. And social media we have to decide which one you start. Maybe LinkedIn or something. Oh, I'm serious.
You are banned completely.
It's banned.
Laid aside.
If you want to go and rent your own house, you can live in your own house. So France has joined.
Yeah, so it's spread.
We claim we are more. In the past, they say, when people go abroad, almost saying, in the end, I are serious. Yes, we are waiting for France and Australia to ban social media for kids, and we are allowing it.
Some might say, how will we find the next iShow Speed from Ghana? A 21-year-old who's been financially independent.
No, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Go to school and learn. This is iShow Speed, whatever. I beg you, Charlie.
All other things will follow.
iShow Speed. How many iShow Speed can you produce?
And I hope that when Parliament resumes, there'll be some serious conversations on this, because I know that the Honorable Haruna Idrisu and Alex Marking had said something in
the old Parliament
about the need to enter this space and regulate it.
This time, different tema.
Something different. Honorable Sam George, you know what to do.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
For a bank to rely on, let me give you a shoulder to lie on. Would we say to bank baby, no lie. Only one place where I get my eye on. Make I introduce you all to First Bank, the best services in the world, first rank. Customer service, everything is well planned. I make music, I travel, I sell land. They be my reserve tank. Cause Every time I know my money's safe. Universal banking ain't in me here on the date. I'm a busy person, me no need time to wait. Now I got to Spain even when I'm in the States. Mashing me blue shirt. They tell me office a chilly, but who cares? Cause I bank with the best. I'm lucky, I'm too blessed. When it comes to First Bank, it's too west. Everything is you first.
Nobody feed you, I'm like us. Do I'm like us. First Bank, we treat you first. Treat you first. Somebody see yeah. Think about you first. Think about you first.
You first. First Bank.
You know how much moms always say too much of everything is bad? But there's one too much mom actually approves of. Telecell's too much broadband bundle. This season, all you have to do is buy the 150 Ghana Cedis too much broadband bundle in addition to your main broadband plan and get 150% bonus data. That's right.
Simply buy the 150 Ghana Cedis Telecell too much bundle in addition to your main broadband plan and receive 150% bonus data. Dial *900#, use the Telecell Play app or visit the Telecell website to buy now.
Telecell, connecting energies.
Hey, is it my TV or my eyes? Why? If you say everything clear past my future.
Charlie, it's not your eyes, it's the TCL C6K QD Mini LED TV.
With QD Mini LED technology, you get deep blacks, bright highlights, and colors so real. See, even the referee's board head, they shine.
Movies, football, gaming, every detail sharp like a new razor blade.
If your old TV they show bleh bleh, Charlie, it's time to upgrade.
Visit any Electroland Ghana shop for yours and enter the ongoing Achedia promo.
TCL C6K QD Mini LED TV.
TCL, inspire greatness.
Planning to relocate from your company office or house, whether across cities to another town or halfway around the country? You want a moving company you can depend on to get you there? Let me introduce you to Logistics Movers. We are here to help you every step of the way, from planning the move to unpacking the last box and settling into your office or home. We have the expertise, experience, and market understanding and offer fast, reliable, and professional transportation services in Ghana. Our main thrust is to successfully move your business, household items safely, on time, and hassle-free. You can call us on 0246 833 539 or 0244 342 465. You can also send us an email to info@logisticsmovers.com or check our website www.logisticsmovers.com. Why expose your company or household items to theft or damages when you are relocating if it's avoidable? Logistics Movers, we help you relocate.
Ajua, Charlie, these days new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. Hey. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank. Oh, okay. And that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle, and the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better, Pa. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider. Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I lay your side, Fidelity.
Imagine a place where every child's laughter becomes a song.
A place where we can learn from animals, play, and just be happy with mommy and daddy.
A place where hearts grow together. That place is Safari Eco Park. Here, amusement is the joy that unites us all.
Mommy, I can see the emus all the way up here on the canopy wall.
Careful, dear. There is more fun to be had.
This is my new friend. Her name is Stripey, and the wildebeest is Sandy.
Hi, Stripey and Sandy.
With so much amusement like targets and obstacle games, ant caves, fantasy rides, and a vast range of wildlife.
What is this place?
This is an aviary, home to over 400 of the most vibrant birds in the world. The biggest aviary in West Africa.
Wow, the biggest?
Yes, and guess what? Open your palm.
Daddy, look. Look, you're eating from my palm.
That's amazing.
I want to stay at Safari Eco Park. I don't want to go back to Ghana.
But honey, Safari Eco Park is in Ghana.
What?
How much did all of this cost, honey?
350 Ghana cedis for you and I. 250 for teenagers, 150 for kids, and absolutely free for children under 6.
We should have brought the kids here sooner.
I know.
Safari Eco Park is only 1 hour drive from Accra. It's unforgettable.
This is the story of Anthony Owusu Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, APSA is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work, it's having the right partner like APSA. From funding to guidance, APSA stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. APSA.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Drop the Insure Naturally promo is the road to your ultimate football experience. When you insure your car with Enterprise, you don't just get protection, you get extra rewards. Enjoy free fuel coupons, airtime, shopping vouchers, and stand the chance to win an all-expense paid football ultimate experience live at the stadium. This promo is on from now till May 2026, regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Speaking of which, people are winning big on the 590 mobile. 590 mobile by dialing *959#. We've increased the playing time of your favorite 590 mobile from Monday to Saturday. Noon rush starts 8:30 p.m. and closes at 1:25 p.m. the next day. There's also evening draws at 1:30 p.m. closing at 7:55 p.m. There's also the Sunday Aseda version. Call 030-8249-477 for more inquiries about the 590 mobile at Dawunsem. In today's tech and connected world, when devices fail, productivity lapses, business and communications are affected. Tech Therapy Limited is a professional tech services company in Ghana, providing reliable repair and support for smartphones, tablets, laptops, and smart wearable devices. We serve individuals, professionals, business, and institutions that value quality and accountability. Whether it's your personal device or fleet of devices, call us on 0505-789-096. Send an email to acc.service@techtherapyafrica for more information. You may also call 025-611-1790. And whatever your story is, APSA is ready with digital solutions. Travel insurance, free international debit card, flexible repayment options on loans, and countless other perks that actually match your ambition. So whatever chapter you're on, APSA says we see your story. All right, so my beef this morning is a story on page 13 of the Daily Graphic, and I just want to read highlights again for those of you who didn't listen to the newspaper review. Metro Mass Transit Limited CEO or MD has revealed that a container loaded with spare parts supplied by Dutch manufacturer VDL has remained at the port for more than 2 years. This, he said, had compounded the operational and financial challenges confronting the state-owned transport company. Speaking to the Daily Graphic in an interview, the MD disclosed that the container was imported under the company's previous management, but was never cleared from the port, leading to mounting charges and missed opportunities to deploy much-needed buses onto the road. The container, full of steppers, was given to us by VDL company. Our predecessors actually brought the container. He says since the matter was brought to his attention, management had taken action to have the container cleared from the port. This process, he said, involved extensive engagement with state institutions, including the Ghana Revenue Authority, as management sought to understand why the container had remained stuck at the port for so long, and what was required to clear it. After months, this is my problem. After months of follow-up, with relevant authorities, the administration. After months of follow-up engagement with relevant authorities and administrative processes, the MD says the Metro Mass was now on the verge. Are you tripping? On the verge. It goes on. If government could not waive some direct taxes and VAT on our imports, it would be great. If government could waive, it would be great. Now, what's the context? Recent disruptions in public transport in Accra, Kumasi, in particular, it has thrown the spotlight on the Metro Mass Transit Limited. It's the state intracity urban transport operator. While commuters remained stranded on routine routes and had to trek long distances, MMTL could not deploy at optimal capacity because of operational challenges and the poor condition of its buses. Mr. Kale Caesar said the previous management had over 185 operational buses, but today Metro Mass runs between 120 and 130, although revenue has significantly increased. According to the MD, the previous management mobilized between 8.5 million and 9 million CD monthly, but even with fewer buses on the road, the company now realizes over 15 million. He attributed this improvement largely to sealing financial leakages, particularly through the expansion of electronic ticketing systems. And then he says a lot of other things. I have so many problems with this story because I don't know when this man was appointed. I don't know when the new administration took over. You cannot tell me that having a container with spare parts stuck at the port for 2 years. Is Metro Mass a private company or a government-owned company? It's a government company. Is it that he didn't need the parts? And when was he appointed? How come he's now telling the Graphic in January 2026 that the thing has been stuck at the port for 2 years? Was he appointed last week? I don't get it. I mean, I feel like we I don't know. And the whole idea, and see, I don't want to criticize somebody without listening to the person. That's why I want to interview him, but we can't seem to reach him. But on the face of it, the whole thing sounds like some, and don't forget, we've already been told that according to this new team, the old team sold some of the buses for very cheap prices. You remember there was a story last week around this, that they sold the bus around 2,000 cedis or whatever. This cycle of new administration comes and says the old guys didn't do the right thing and we are doing the right thing. Why? You've been in office for a year. Does it take a year to clear the thing? Is it that you don't need the thing? Because he's obviously attributing the low fleet to the fact that they don't have the spare parts. So if you've been in office for a year, how come you are now talking to Graphic about this? So since I don't know when it was March or April for 2025, how complicated is it to clear a container from the port? So is the problem with the port or with the Metro Mass company? Or is it with the customs people? And you see, the effect of this collective dereliction is people suffering. You get it? So you want us to say that you've done well, you've raised revenue from 8 million to 15 million. Yeah, but so, you know what I'm saying? How regular are your bus movements? How much of a gap have you plugged in the whole public transportation system? When was the last time you even saw a Metro Mass bus running, looking nice? They look old. Charlie, I don't know. I don't know. I hope maybe I'm misreading the story. I'm being too harsh, but I feel like people are not working hard for the system. And I don't know. Maybe you read it differently, Francisca.
I think that it signals the need for transparency in how we are running or managing these public buses. So beyond what the new CEO is telling us, I think the Metro Mass Limited, as a state institution, needs to be more accountable, especially because we are at the tip of a transportation crisis. Driving to work this morning, I still saw people standing at bus stops, with frustration, waiting for buses to be available. So it will be interesting for some transparency and accountability. Let us know the buses that they have from their records, the state I mean, I think we need to know all that. And like you say, this interview raises more questions than gives answers. But for me, it comes back to, the tired state of this country. It's a comedy. It's a comedy of errors. Okay, we are failing to plan. Institutions are failing, and what we exist in is chaos and frustration for tax-paying citizens. And so, once again, I want to question the governance that we are running in this country, where what appears, and I may be wrong, and I'm subject to correction, what appears, like you're saying, is a certain dereliction of duty, a certain dereliction of proper management, and comes back to the issue of accountability and transparency. The previous CEO, what did he tell us about the state of affairs, the management of that institution? The new CEO, it's what? We are in January 2026. Why are we now hearing this? We need
2
answers.
years
Exactly.
at the port.
We need more
and
answers.
it's one container.
So,
so is it the port? I mean, so the question is, if the
it is Ghana.
If the container had items for the former MD or the current MD's personal business,
is that how he would have run it?
That if it was your own personal company, would the thing stay there for 2 years? 2 years, oh.
Certainly not.
Imagine beginning of 2024, something's at the port because it's for government. You get it. My challenge is people die to get into office.
Yeah, and then when they get
and they harass president for appointments. And for 2 years, you've had a container at the port, and you are telling us that you are on the verge. That verge could be another. So he hasn't even cleared the thing. So he's saying the thing's there for 2 years. Okay, I don't know. And I said, I don't want to criticize the man without hearing him. But the challenge is, you've been in office for at least a year. Get it? So if it was your private container for parts for your house that you were building, would it be there for a whole year?
Certainly not.
Charlie, and for me, the minister must get. You have to be angry. And the Metro Mass buses, they look lame. Will you sit in one from Dodo to Accra? It looks some way.
Yes.
And the Dutch have sent you parts is at the port. And as we speak, you've still not cleared it.
And many of the buses have been sold as scrap. Charlie, it's a major, policy failure, and to a large extent, dereliction of duty, and then also the very lack of failure by government institutions to speak to each other. But this is not the first time. Remember that there was a time where, in 2024, we had a situation where medicines, vaccines, and drugs that had been imported to deal with various, major diseases, including tuberculosis, were locked up there to the extent that there were concerns that they would even go bad. It had to take so much conversation on our network and other radio stations to get government to make some moves in that particular respect. What would have led to that? Of course, maybe the sector ministry failed to actually monitor what was happening when they put the thing on the high seas. You must have known that this thing was going to get to Ghana in a month or two. And so you ought to have made preparations for it. What was the excuse we had? That, the ministry couldn't find, or the Ghana Health Service couldn't find the resources necessary to pay for the drugs to be released. This is a state institution. At least at the level of the presidency, someone in the office of the chief of staff should be talking to someone in the Ministry of Health, so that there will be a conversation between the Minister of Health, the minister responsible for finance, and whoever is needed to be spoken to at the port, so that if there can be release of the drugs in the meantime, so that subsequently these debts can be serviced. Somehow, this was not done in good time. Remember the ECG situation.
Containers at the port.
Spent so many months at the port because the administration failed to ensure that they properly calibrated their processes to ensure early release of the containers. What did we hear? That somehow the containers went missing.
Could the problem be with the port too? Because you have mentioned three things, and the single denominator is the port. So maybe the port itself is an issue.
No, Bernard, I mean, you and I have at various times taken goods out of the port. When you put your goods on a boat or a vessel, leaving from, say, North America, you are given specific documents that tell you that you are able to track when the vessel is leaving there, where it is docking for some transit or whatever to discharge whatever cargo it has to take off, and when it will ultimately get to Ghana. You can track that in real time. So if you have properly trained persons in the area of logistics and shipping management and related matters, they'll be able to tell you that, manager, on your in-tray, they'll be able to tell you that, oh, these goods are expected to reach the Tema port in the next 21 days or in the next 30 days. So what are arrangements to ensure that we pay for the, the duties that would have to be paid so that we can get them out of the port? It is like people just make orders. They have no plans to find funding to release these goods. The goods come, they sit there, and people who are supposed to act to ensure that these things are released in good time just go to sleep. It is because we are not punishing them hard enough, if we are even punishing them at all. And there should be interagency conversations. These are things that will earn resources for the state. These are buses that will get people to move around our cities, intercities, intracities, so that people can get to work.
I won't be surprised if the Metro Mass company owes the Dutch supplier. I will not be surprised at all.
Which supplier?
Don't forget, the buses the spare parts were coming from their Dutch partners.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you've not been able to clear the container that contains these spare parts, I'm not sure they paid fully for the containers or for the parts.
Yeah, but even if you...
So I'm saying, I'm adding, I'm not giving that an excuse. I'm saying that in addition to the non-clearance of the goods, I won't be surprised.
Yeah, well,
I won't be surprised if the Metro Mass company even owes the Dutch company.
You see, that
because somebody has sent you a product you haven't been able to clear for 2 years, and I'm sure they've taken their money, or they are hoping to take their money, and the interest will be compounding.
You see,
because you are supposed to use the spare parts to fix the bus, use the bus, make money, and pay back, which I'm not sure has happened.
So you see, it's a valid point you are raising, but the fact that you have not paid the supplier should not mean that you leave the parts.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
No, I understand. I understand. I'm not faulting you. The parts that have been assigned to you, you don't go for them, because as for the supplier, he has done his bit. It may be CIF, it may be FOB. Whatever the arrangement is, you are the person who has been assigned those goods that are coming in. So it is your job to go in and get them out of the port. You are a government agency. In fact, even private sector people make special arrangements.
Charlie, a whole government-owned state bus company cannot clear a container for 2 years. Then what can you do?
And what makes this...
And this container is not in the Ivorian port or the Togolese port.
Yes.
This is the Ghanaian port.
Yes.
And you have a sector minister. So imagine, and do you know the funny thing? So what makes this even worse? The transport ministry is the oversight ministry for the two agencies. Right? I do know that customs is under finance, but the port is under transport.
Yeah.
So if I'm the head of Metro Mass, my minister is the same person who's in charge of the port.
Exactly.
So it can even be an internal issue that, Charlie, we've imported these parts and we need them for the buses to run and we can't clear them. And for 2 years, you've not been able to do it. And you are now telling the graphic that you are on the verge. What does the verge mean? Is it on? Charlie, there has to be, Minister, we have to start taking the people more seriously than this and stop looking for credit that, when we came, it was 8 million, we moved it to 15 million. What is the state of your fleet? Will any serious person put money in this company? If I'm a bank that I want to revamp public transport, will you give your money to such a company?
Certainly not.
So, meanwhile, the story says they've increased the salary of the workers. Mr. Caesar said they have implemented a 20% salary increase and later set a new minimum wage of 1,000. And no, you see, we all do the work, and then there are workers there too who are like they won't allow any reform. You see, this is what I would say. Put a reformer there, give him a tough task of turning the place around, and give him support. If it means sacking some people, let him do it. If it means using technology to replace obsolete, let him do it. Because even ticketing,
they're chopping money.
Sky, we travel to countries that are not in. He's coming from Africa right now. Rasmussen, he'll tell you about Tanzania and places. We don't even have a tram system
No.
And common bus system self, we are still paying cash. We won't even allow electronic paper. We haven't even spoken about tram. Just a bus that you have an electronic. They won't agree.
They won't do it.
I think that leadership is failing collectively, and the president must keep his eye on these guys, because if we don't do them wild, they won't do anything.
Yeah.
They are not going to reform nothing. They just want to do placeholding, and they want us to praise them. We will not.
There's a small point I want to make. You see, 2 quick points. The first one has got to do with the fact that under our constitution and our laws, Parliament has the authority to allow certain waivers to happen when it relates to taxes. So if the people who are managing this particular state institution actually know their job, and I'm assuming that they have not done that, that's why the things are still at the port.
Yeah.
They ought to have raised a memo to the minister responsible for transport to say that, we have been able to bring these things into the country. For some reason, we can't find the resources to be able to do it. Is it possible to approach the relevant institution here, in this case, Parliament, so that there will be a waiver to allow us to bring these things to serve our buses? That's the first one. If they did not do it, that is a major dereliction of duty. The second point has got to do with the fact that while these things were sitting at the port, we have heard that they were busy selling buses for crap.
Charlie?
Now, what that means is that it could well be that if these parts had gotten into...
They wouldn't have had the buses run down. So you can even link it. The Minister of Transport must investigate the sale of those buses and see if there's a link with this. In the meantime, we give tax waivers to foreign companies. Yet our own state company is bringing parts, and they are kept... Charlie, let's just change the subject. I will just get angry. And you know, if you are listening to me from the Metro Mass, you need to take a hard look at yourself. You know, 8:44 is the time. The story is on page 30 on Daily Graphic. Later in the morning, we'll be doing Effective Living series. My friend and guest is Bernard Obeng Boateng. We'll be discussing the modern business toolkit. What do you need to do to survive in the world of business? In studio, Ras Mubarak, who is, what are you now? I used to call you a media practitioner. Now you are, I don't know, Pan-African traveler.
One's a media person, always a media person. Good morning.
Well,
beautiful
wonderful
shirt you're wearing.
The University of Ghana alumni shirt. Hail University of Ghana. Welcome back to Ghana.
It's good to be back home.
How long?
We've been away for 160 days.
160 days. When did you leave Ghana?
We left 18th August 2025. Returned just on Thursday, the 22nd of January.
18th August. So that's September, October,
Over
November,
5 months.
December, January. 5 months.
Yes.
How many countries did you visit?
We've done 31.
31 countries.
31 countries.
Can you name them off the top of your head? Give me a pen. I want to write them down. Can you mention them? Can you mention them from off the top of your head?
Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Cameroon, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Republic of Congo,
Brazzaville,
DRC, Angola, Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique,
where there's flooding now,
Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, Tanzania, Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Morocco, Algeria, Senegal, Guinea Conakry, Sierra Leone, Liberia, the Ivory Coast,
Cote d'Ivoire,
and Ghana.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
I may have missed one.
Because from Kenya, you went to Morocco. You didn't go to Sudan.
No. Do you have Zambia in there?
Yes. Okay. But how did you get to Morocco? Because from Kenya, you can't.
So from Nairobi, we're heading to Ethiopia.
Yes.
And then the Marburg virus broke out.
Marburg.
Yeah.
So you couldn't go to Ethiopia.
So we retraced our steps back, got stuck in Zambia because we had an accident that took us off the road for 3 weeks.
So you had to fly to Morocco.
So we flew to Morocco
and continued downwards.
Morocco, Algeria, and then
so the original plan would have been Ethiopia,
South Sudan, Central African Republic, Niger, and Algeria.
You're going to go through the desert?
Yes.
My brother. So you've done about 30 countries.
31. I think I may have.
Okay, so let me ask you some very quick questions. Which was the most surprising country you visited in terms of dissonance between what you expected and what you saw?
Equatorial Guinea one.
Was the most surprising pleasantly?
Pleasantly, largely because of the things that have been written about Equatorial Guinea. And then you go there and the streets are so beautiful, they are clean, they are green.
So it's nicer than what people have said about it?
It's nicer than what has been written about it.
What was the most disappointing country you went to?
Cameroon stands out.
Most disappointing?
Most disappointing.
Why?
We still have a vehicle that is on its way, stuck.
In Cameroon?
In Congo, and we can't get a visa to cross for the vehicle to
come.
Still.
From August? Why didn't you call their president? Oh, he's 95. Cameroon was difficult.
So difficult.
What was the most friendly country you visited?
A lot of the African countries are very, very friendly. You know, they've got good people, they've got good food, good culture, you know, and Africans generally are excited to receive.
So, but no, I'm
visitors.
pushing you. I want to know the most friendly country you visited. The country that the people will welcome you and you're like, Charlie, I want to take a wife here and live here.
Eswatini.
Hey, my brother. Eswatini.
Eswatini.
Eswatini will finish you. You want to go and collect his people. How many does he have by now?
I've lost count.
Eswatini was nice.
But Eswatini is exciting, really, really friendly.
Eswatini.
And Ugandans also, you know, behave like Ghanaians.
Ugandans are like Ghanaians?
Yes, they behave
What's
like
the
Ghanaians.
similarity?
So, one, in the way we receive visitors. Two, even in mannerisms, even though there's a difference in tonation and accent. But you could
you can be comfortable in Uganda?
You can be very comfortable. And there are Ghanaians in Uganda who are doing very, very well. You know.
What was the most unfriendly country you visited?
Unfriendly? I wouldn't say unfriendly.
Most difficult, where everything.
Well, largely the francophone countries are very difficult. You know, the French-speaking countries. You know, because of a language barrier.
Was there a French-speaking person on your team?
There are two French-speaking persons on the team, and Francis and Johnny.
But still,
even when you have all your documents in place.
Yes.
I mean, take Benin for instance.
Yeah.
Beautiful place. They're getting all the indicators right.
Yeah.
But we get to the border and somebody wants money, so it becomes difficult to move to the
they do that there too.
And I think it's something that they need to really watch out for because they're getting their act together. You know,
somebody wanted some money.
Apparently, it's what goes on.
Delay tactics.
You know, at the border, and this affects the movement of people, affects the movement of goods.
What was the quality of roads?
In Benin, very impressive because I hadn't been in Benin in about 13 years. So going back was really, really good.
Roads were good.
Roads were good. You know, they're putting in place a lot of efforts to keep the cities green. You know, so you see afforestation all over the place. Senegal equally. Rwanda obviously.
Oh, you didn't mention Senegal. Yeah, so that's 31.
Yes, Senegal is also.
Did you pass through Gambia?
We passed through Gambia.
You missed that one too.
Coast of Africa.
So So there are greenings at
which is one of the things that we are missing here. Ghana is a beautiful country.
Which is the best governed country you went to? When you see a country that looks like government is working, systems are working, from the port to the roads to the infrastructure.
Rwanda,
Algeria,
Morocco, Zimbabwe.
Take your time. Rwanda, Algeria,
Morocco, Zimbabwe.
Oh, Zimbabwe.
Yes. As a matter of fact, last year Zimbabwe got adjudged the most friendliest country for tourism by Forbes.
Wow.
So you mean Manangagwa they do things
with all the challenges.
So well governed in your view, Rwanda, Algeria, Morocco, Zimbabwe. Tell me about Zimbabwe.
Beautiful place, greener. We got lost in a game park.
Wow. It's that big?
It's big. You know, entered, lost connectivity. We tried to figure out our way. We drove around in circles for about 3.5 hours.
Hey!
Lost in the game park. Nobody wanted
to... Were there animals?
No, of course.
Elephants, antelopes?
Nobody wanted to come out of the car.
Hey!
You know, and then blasted a tire on top of it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
3 hours in the game park?
Running around in circles.
So how were you saved?
You don't have connection. You just, drive. You don't see a flicker of light.
Was it night?
It was in the night. Because we crossed the border around 5 p.m. And we thought we could get to the next big town, before night falls. Unfortunately, we got lost because we didn't have connection on our phones. And that was challenging.
How were you rescued?
Well, we eventually found our way when we saw some a flicker of light. And we've experienced this a couple of times.
Yes. How many were you in the group, by the way?
We're eight in two vehicles.
8 in 2 vehicles.
Sometimes you see a flicker of light and you're like, okay, we're not too far away. And you're driving for like 2 hours.
Just to see the light.
Just to see the light because you don't have connection. It was difficult. And infrastructure clearly is one of the challenges of Africa.
Which country had the best roads?
Best roads, Morocco, Algeria. Again.
What about Sub-Saharan Africa?
Sub-Saharan Africa. So you look at the SADC region, Botswana, Namibia. So Botswana, Namibia, South Africa have what they call the Trans-Kalahari Highway, where they've got a world-class highway linking the 3 countries together. And I think it's a leaf that West Africa can,
so their roads are better than ours?
I mean, far better than ours.
Oh, Charlie.
Far better.
Slow. Is Rwanda as organized as hyped?
It's underhyped.
You're kidding me?
I'm telling you.
Rwanda is better than we even are told.
It's underhyped.
What did you see?
First of all, their systems are working perfectly. Roads, good. Cleaner. You don't see litter, even in rural areas. Because one of the challenges is that you see a city being beautified, and then you drive out of the city and it's a whole mess. And we've seen that a lot in Sub-Saharan Africa. But in Rwanda, whether you're in a rural area or you're in a city or you're in a town, it's clean, spotless.
You don't see plastic, all that things.
No.
Roads are nice.
It's testament to the leadership that they have.
Wow.
And for me, Rwanda deserves praise, given the fact that they've risen from the ashes.
Yeah.
How many countries have gone through what they have been through?
Charlie.
And to have overcome that and done what they have done. Today, everybody wants
less than 30 years.
Everybody wants to take their conferences to Rwanda.
Is that serious?
Yes, because they've got their acts together. The conference facilities are there. It's visa-free for all African nationals. And this makes nonsense of people who say that, when we have visa-free policy, Africa is, our countries are not going to be safe. Rwanda is situated between Burundi and DRC. And these are unsafe, places with conflict going on, etc. Live conflict. And in spite of that, they've opened up and said that, look, we believe in Africans uniting. Everybody can come in without visas.
How different is the zones? So West Africa versus Central Africa versus Southern Africa versus Eastern Africa. What's different? Just give me a quick overview of what's different in the regions.
Central Africa is lagging behind. If you take out, almost all of them.
So Gabon, Cameroon is Central Africa, right?
Cameroon is Central Africa. Gabon, DRC,
and Congo
Brazzaville. But with Brazza, they're doing well for themselves.
Congo Brazzaville.
I was particularly surprised when I saw the quality of infrastructure in Brazza, and the levels of discipline. And then contrast that to DRC. Chaotic,
big
country, rich country. DRC alone can comfortably take care of Africa for about 10 years.
Oh.
Right?
And yet they are in war.
Because people are profiting from the war.
Of course.
So as Africans, we've got to draw a line in the sand and say, never again must we allow these things to continue, and do everything in our power to make sure that Africa actually work for our people. There are situations that are also mind-boggling. DRC and Burundi, Rwanda and Burundi, they are not talking to each other, and so border is closed, and you can't access. And these are neighbors speaking the same language, just like Ghana and Togo.
And yet you can't enter through one.
And yet you can't enter through one. You take Ethiopia and Eritrea. As a matter of fact, there are no direct flights to Eritrea from Ethiopia. You either have to come through Europe or Egypt Air or Middle Eastern Airlines.
They are not on talking terms.
Take Morocco and Algeria.
As
a matter of fact, the land border between Morocco and Algeria have been closed since 1994.
I was told that when Morocco lost the AFCON, Algerians were celebrating.
It was joyous in Algeria.
Is that serious?
It's that serious. And then even to fly, there's a no-fly zone between the two countries.
What are they fighting over?
the Sahrawi Republic, the Western Sahara issue.
So Algeria
supports
Western Sahara, freedom, and Morocco doesn't.
And Morocco doesn't, and so it's become a big issue. And we had to fly out of Africa just to access Algeria.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
So from Morocco to Algeria, you have to fly to where?
You either have to fly to the Middle East or to Europe. We had to fly to Paris.
Are you kidding me?
Back. That's how.
So you couldn't go from Morocco to Algeria?
No, there are no direct flights. You can't go from Algeria to Morocco. And
not by road, not by air?
Not by road, not by air.
Hey, Asembeni.
That is how serious the challenges are. So, and I think it's one of the failures.
So let's go back. So Central Africa is behind.
Way behind.
Southern Africa is advanced infrastructure-wise.
Yes.
What about East Africa?
East Africa, they've got packets of good infrastructure in places like Tanzania, Rwanda, Kenya, and in some parts too, there's still a lot of room for improvement. If you look at Tanzania, is a vast country. It would take you it took us 3 days to move from one part of the country to the other. Yes.
It's bigger than Ghana.
Way bigger than Ghana.
Tanzania is big.
Tanzania is way bigger than Ghana, but it's a beautiful country, and it's a country that is
Were you in what's the name of the capital?
We're in Dodoma. We're in Dar es Salaam as well.
How good is their transport system?
So they've got they're doing monorails. The railway system is also working
in their capital.
In their capital, and they expanding on the infrastructure, especially in the city, because Dar es, for instance, has a huge population, and transport, people get stuck in traffic for a long time, so they are easing traffic through monorail and
rail system,
etc. Which is what all of us should be pushing governments to do. I don't see why we can't even have a rail line from, say, Algeria to Cape Town.
We should
if the leaders are taking bold decisions.
How connected are the East Africans? So for example, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, is there?
So you can look at connectivity in two ways. Either, network road. You can also look at, internet, interoperability. For instance, in East Africa, you could be in Rwanda and send Momo to somebody in Uganda.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Meanwhile, Ghana, you can't send Momo to Togo.
You can't send Momo to Togo. You can't send Momo to Tanzania, Nigeria.
So in East Africa, you can do...
You can do that in East Africa.
Then they are well integrated.
They are very integrated.
Are there roads that link the countries?
There are roads that link the countries, highways that link the countries. And they even have one-stop borders.
Oh, really?
Yes. So you drive into a border and, say Rwandans are here, Ugandans are there.
Yes, like what we have with Togo. We have that. So where you have, when I was going to Togo by road, there was a place, the immigration, the Ghanaian and the Togolese were in the same office.
Yeah.
2 desks. So you go here, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
They call it some single border.
One stop border.
So it works in East Africa very well.
It works in East Africa a lot, and parts of Southern Africa. The SADC region has done well in terms of connectivity, in terms of infrastructure.
What about places like Zambia and Malawi?
So Malawi has a long way to go.
Oh no, like the long way to go.
Lilongwe has they've got some catching up to do, but they've got opportunities as well. Because I say that in all of these countries where there are challenges, they also present.
So Malawi will be one of the poorer southern. Are they East or South Africa? Southern Africa.
Malawi is
right?
Yes.
They are like the way Cameroon is between West and Central. So it's like Eastern stroke Southern Africa.
But they align more to Southern Africa.
Same with Zambia.
Yeah, same with Zambia. Zambia is actually SADC.
How was Zambia like?
Zambia is clean, beautiful.
How different is Zambia from Zimbabwe?
Well, these are twin countries, literally. They share a lot in common, food, language, etc. And you don't see much difference between the capitals, Harare and Lusaka. You don't see much difference. And their leaders are very, very, pro-Africa as well.
Yeah.
In both
so
countries.
You were welcomed a lot, very well.
In Zambia, we were received by Her Excellency the Vice President. In Zimbabwe, we were received by the Foreign Minister.
They understand Pan-Africanism.
Absolutely.
And they respect Ghana.
And Ghana, I think we are not leveraging on that enough.
Seriously.
there's a lot of respect for Ghana, given what our founding fathers have done.
So when you say you are from Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana,
oh boy,
doors are opening.
They are receiving you with flowers and making sure.
And you are not a politician, you are not a presidential.
No,
you are
there's an ordinary
Ghanaians driving across.
Africans driving across.
Wow,
it's been an eye opener, I tell you, and there are opportunities.
Did you manage to get into Ethiopia?
No, because of the map. But I'm leaving for Ethiopia. The African Development Bank is inviting me for a side event at the.
Oh, you've become a big man. This time, now you are on international invitations.
We're partnering with the African Development Bank to promote Africa's integration. So they're inviting me. For
3 minutes past 9. We're talking to Ras Mubarak, who led a delegation of 8 Africans to drive across over 30 countries. What's the name of the tour?
The Trans-Africa Tourism and Unity Campaign.
And he did that from August to January ending. Fascinating journey. I'm just trying to walk through the places he went to. So you didn't go through Central African Republic?
We didn't go through Central African Republic because
you couldn't do the Niger. You couldn't do the Niger
following our accident.
So you didn't do Niger, Chad.
We didn't do Niger. We didn't do Chad. We
didn't do Mali.
No, Mali was not even on our list
because of the conflict.
All right. We didn't do South Sudan as well.
So when you went to Morocco and Algeria, did you do Libya?
No.
You couldn't do Egypt. So you came down.
Egypt is sandwiched between Libya and Sudan.
So you can't
do Egypt by road.
Physically.
You have to, fly to Egypt, and then Tunisia is also on the other side.
So you came through Morocco. Did you do Mauritania?
Incidentally, Mauritania refused us visas twice, compounding our journey because
they said they won't let you pass through Mauritania.
They said they won't let us pass through. The plan was to airlift our vehicles from Zambia and then drive down.
They said they won't allow you to come to Mauritania.
Well, they refused us visas twice.
Why?
Apparently, they get a lot of funding from the European Union, not to allow nationals of sub-Saharan Africa to pass through.
Are you serious?
Yes.
They said now in football, they want to leave West Africa and join North Africa.
It's a headache in Mauritania.
Mauritania.
Our embassy in Mali wrote to them severally, reached out.
They said they don't agree.
They don't budge, But it also exposes.
So you mean you had to come through Senegal?
So we flew from Algeria to Senegal, and then drove down.
Talk to me about Senegal, and then Guinea, Conakry, Sierra Leone, Liberia. What did you see in those places?
Senegal, I was impressed. They're getting a lot of things right in terms of their attempts at attracting tourism. They're greening the place. Their systems, they seem to be more open and friendly and welcoming, which is good for tourists. Guinea has a lot of challenges, and it's largely sanitation issues. Whether it's in the capital or out of town.
Guinea.
So that is a challenge with Guinea, but they're putting in place good infrastructure as well. From Guinea, we went to Sierra Leone. No, so Senegal, Gambia. Gambia is a small country.
How different are the two?
Well, literally the same. It's like Lesotho around South Africa, and it's also a tourist hub.
Gambia.
The Gambia is also visa-free for all African nationals.
Oh, nice.
Tourism is all they have.
And granuts.
And so they have to make it attractive. Sadly, when we got there, 190 young people died following an attempt to get to Europe through the Mediterranean. This is one of the tragedies Africa needs to work
This same Europe that doesn't want them.
Sierra Leone also getting its act together. Liberia has a lot of work to do because sanitation is a major issue in Liberia. The Ivory Coast, they're doing well for themselves. And Ghana, we have done well for ourselves.
So having traveled, how did that change the way you see Ghana? Having gone through all these...
if you haven't been out of Ghana, you think, we're not doing anything. We are way ahead of a lot of the countries in Africa. And we've got to... Yes. And we've got to pat ourselves in the... You see, the problem in Ghana is one, indiscipline. 2, sanitation. If you could get people to be disciplined, to adhere to road regulations, I don't see why you award contracts to contractors to construct roads, and it's all concrete. Nobody's planting trees.
Nothing.
Especially given the fact that there's climate change, etc. And so we
should
need
be
to
part of the contract.
It should be part of the contract.
So you
Other
saw that in
countries-
some of the countries.
I saw that in Senegal.
Planting
I saw
trees.
that in the Ivory Coast. The Ivory Coast is very green. I saw that in Rwanda. It's widespread in Uganda.
They plant the trees deliberately.
And Bernard, tourism is intentional. You've got to be intentional about the things you want to promote. Somebody is coming in and your gutters are overflowing with filth. They wouldn't be happy. All right. And so for me, if Rwanda is
so you say it's
getting it
discipline,
right, it's discipline
and sanitation, are two problems in Ghana.
If we can get the issue of indiscipline and fix sanitation, plant more trees, Ghana will be so beautiful. Because pretty much we've got some good roads in many places. We just need to, keep cleaning the streets.
And Ghana is ahead of many of the countries
Ghana
you
is
visited.
Malawi. One of the surprising countries is actually Uganda. Uganda is beautiful.
Yeah. The Pearl of Africa.
The Pearl of Africa, as the president there called it.
Did you meet the president?
I met him.
Oh, you met? You met Oluman Pompe?
He calls himself, when he autographed his memoir for me, he wrote, to Mubarak of Ghana, from an old man on the equator. We had to take COVID tests to go meet him, and I was gonna make a point about that.
You had to take COVID tests to go meet him.
When I saw Sky's mask,
Now, was he happy to see you guys?
Oh yeah, he was happy. He was 3 hours out of Kampala, and once he's heard that a delegation from Ghana wanted to
see you guys
to discuss. And don't forget, he's pro-Africa.
He's a Pan-Africanist.
He's a Pan-Africanist.
This was before the election.
This was 2 months before the elections, and this was, very surprising because we've been to countries where it's close to elections and nobody has the time.
Yeah,
so we had to drive 3 hours out of the capital
to see
to
the
meet
great
him
M7
around 10:30 p.m.
10:30 p.m.
after he had come from his campaign rounds. We had about 40 minutes.
Wow.
Of, just
What did he say to you?
He knows Ghana a lot.
He does?
Yes. Because he asked each one of us where in Ghana we come from, and he could tell you. When I said I'm from the north, I said, "Oh, my friend Hilal Imam, is he still around?"
Wow.
Yes.
Charlie, this one.
Francis mentioned Eastern region, and he said Akufo-Addo. Johnny mentioned Ashanti region, he said Kufuor, but I don't like them.
This man. Wow.
You were able
He said, but I don't like them.
He's very sharp up there.
They overthrew Nkrumah. Very, very sharp. Very, very sharp. And we had a good conversation. He made commitments that once the elections are out of the way, they'll put steps in place to ensure that Uganda becomes visa-free. Anyway, Ghanaians don't need, visas.
So we can go to Uganda without visa?
We can go to actually a lot of countries without visas. We took visas for 11 countries.
The rest you could go free?
You could go free.
Wow. It's not bad at all.
Our passport, it's strong.
It's a strong passport.
It's a strong passport on the continent, and we need to commend successive governments who have made it possible.
So let's talk about two things. I was talking to David Fosudote yesterday, and he said integration must start with people and goods before governments even come in. So it's about exchanging of goods, trading among each other, visiting each other. And he says EU started like that before the politicians came to consummate it.
Actually, the EU picked a leaf from what Nkrumah and others had started in the 60s. They were pushing for, Africans to be able to move freely in the 60s. The EU project started in the 70s.
Yes, and they've overtaken us.
And they've overtaken us. And indeed, when Nkrumah started this, and others were unwilling to join, he started Guinea, Ghana, Mali. He said, if the rest are not interested, let's move. That's how come we had the Guinea, Ghana, Mali project as far back as the 60s, where Ghanaians could go to Guinea and Mali without visas, etc. So our advocacy has been that, look, we need to have a visa-free Africa by the year 2030 instead of 2063 as envisioned by the African Union. Bernard, that's 40 years from now. Now add 40 years.
Which of the leaders will be alive? If you add 40 to my life, I'll be a very old man.
You'll probably be in your 80s, approaching 90.
Yes.
And the thing is, we've got a youthful population in Africa, so the young people are yearning for opportunities. If you make it difficult for people and goods to move, you can't create prosperity.
So your message on the trip was what? Open borders.
Yes. Let me finalize on this.
Yes.
Take Botswana. It took us 3 months to get visas to Botswana. Yes.
Why?
So our message is, we've got to open Africa, make it visa-free by the year 2030. That's the next 4 years. As a way of stimulating growth in our respective economies, as a way of creating jobs for young people, as a way of generating revenue for government. Ben, Africa has got to diversify. We've been overly reliant on our natural resources, and whenever prices of commodities on the international market plummet,
we are all in trouble.
We are all in trouble. Government can't meet its needs in education, in infrastructure, etc. And the tourism market is is in trillions of dollars. People want to travel. People want to see places. People want to explore. Cultural exchanges, trading, etc. And so we want to see a situation, and that's why we feel strongly that Ghana should not even be talking about visas on arrival for African nationals.
It should be visa-free.
It should be visa-free for all African nationals. Ghana has always been the epicenter of the Pan-African movement. And hopefully when we present our reports to His Excellency the President when he returns, we'll be making this.
So you are doing a report?
We have a report ready.
You're not joking. No?
We have a report ready for His Excellency, and hopefully for the AU Commission Chair when we go to Addis.
So were you there as an ambassador plenipotentiary, or you were just...
No, we're just Africans who are tired of the status quo.
Wow. Where do you get this idea from, to travel all Africa by road?
I listen to you every morning. You get sickened by what is happening. And I'm sure there comes a time when you've told yourself, what can I do to make things happen?
Of course.
And you've got the platform. Radio reaches a lot of people. Advocacy.
Yeah.
For us as volunteers for Africa, as persons in the service of Africa, we said that, look, let's put together resources. I used my car. Johnny used his personal car.
You didn't get specialized cars for this trip?
No, we didn't get support for vehicles.
Oh.
So
you drove your normal car?
We drove our normal cars, 4x4s, throughout the trip. We're passionate about Africa. Africa has got to work.
This is crazy.
People died to get us independence.
Wow.
People sacrificed their youth and resources. Some went to prison. Nkrumah went to prison multiple times. The least, especially our generation, because we are the most educated generation.
Yeah.
The least we can do is to sacrifice our time, resources, to make sure that Africa is.
So you were spreading
working.
the message of open borders, Pan-Africanism, and all of that on this trip?
Absolutely.
And this was financed by you and your friends?
Financed largely by us, with support here and there from NIB, the National Investment Bank, Stanbic Bank.
Wow.
Ghana Gas, GMPC,
wow.
Afrimix Gold, Telecel,
wow.
Glyco, and it's indicative of the willingness of the business community. Because if Africa is working, it's a business community that benefits. And we were able to bring a few of them together to support us.
Wow.
But it wasn't an easy journey, but I say it was a necessary journey because we needed to do this to open the eyes of Africans as to what is possible. The refrain is that, it's difficult. As a matter of fact, people predicted we were going to get kidnapped.
That's what somebody said.
That's what somebody wrote. He said, you people, you are just going to get kidnapped along the way.
Wow.
So there's a lot of pessimism, a loss of hope in Africa. But we undertook this journey to make a point that, look, it is possible to travel by road in Africa. Look at what's happening in the US, in Minnesota, etc.
It's terrible.
And other parts of the world, Sweden.
I was going to ask about Mozambique, because
Mozambique is beautiful.
It's now flooded. You went through Mozambique?
We went through Maputo, and drove all the way to Zimbabwe from Mozambique. Beautiful coastline. If you want some of the best seafood, then it is Mozambique. But
so you've made friends all over
the continent, and we are grateful.
You are richer for it. Which country's food do you remember the most?
I mean, Mopani worms in Namibia.
Mopani worms.
Mopani worms. They are literally worms, but they are delicious.
Bro.
Python in Equatorial Guinea, and it's normal. You could buy python meat from the market the same way you'd go to Macaulay, KGT, and buy.
We ate crocodile meat in other places too.
We ate crocodile actually in Kenya.
Africans are eating things. Wow.
But the way you feel it's strange.
The way they do it, you know.
No, I mean for the python, we actually prepared it ourselves because we wanted to be a part of the.
Hey, Ras.
Africa is very diverse.
Wow.
I mean, the way you feel a sense of revulsion at these things, that's how they feel when you tell them Ghanaians eat snails.
Yeah, you're right.
Some can't believe it. You know, so we are
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Wow.
We're a diverse continent.
Just a quick comment from me. I'm excited to hear about your journey. I heard you talking about what do you call it? Equatorial Guinea. And Equatorial Guinea, they speak Spanish.
Yeah.
I'd wanted to go study Spanish there, but on all the websites that I checked out, what he said, the misinformation, they said you get communicable disease, sanitation is an issue, safety. So I ended up going to Spain.
Oh my.
Because of the wrong understanding or wrong knowledge. And so it's interesting. And for the first time, I heard what you were saying, that Equatorial Guinea is beautiful, it's safe. On reflection, I said, I missed an opportunity to go to Equatorial Guinea.
Absolutely.
But I think that what I want to ask is, beyond the report you're presenting to the president, maybe for the purposes of tourism and mass education, do you have in mind some kind of textual or audiovisual content?
Yes.
Maybe reducing it into something that we can have and carry on. Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, once we present the report to Excellency the President, we'll make it public as well for the public to access and to see, what information there is as a way of improving things in our country and other places. And then there's a lot of videos and photos from the trip online as well, for people to see. And Ben, because what we're doing actually did not only amplify the campaign, but it also helped us in erasing some notions about Africa. And that is why we're very, very grateful to the media, especially Citi FM. As Africans, we've got to be, presenting our own stories. The narrative about others, writing our stories end up discouraging. Here you were, could have spent that money in an African
quality
country.
time in Equatorial Guinea.
You ended up spending it in a foreign country. And the thing is, every dollar spent out of the African continent is a dollar spent impoverishing Africans, whether it's education, whether it's things we import into Africa. And so we've got to do everything possible to make sure we are trading a lot more amongst ourselves.
Wonderful.
Take, Morocco, for instance, biggest supplier of fertilizer in Africa. Why do we bring in fertilizer from Ukraine and other places? Take, Zambia, self-sufficient in poultry products. Why do we bring in poultry products from Brazil and other places? I'm not saying we shouldn't trade with, countries in other continents, but we've got to take care of ourselves first, and make sure that we are putting the African interest high and above every other thing. But of course, the challenge that many business people would raise is that it's expensive to do business in Africa. And that is a reality. Whether it's hotels, whether it's price of tickets, whether it's fuel prices, it's just expensive to travel within Africa. And if the leaders can get that right, I think we'll be good to go.
Talking to Ras Mubarak, who's an African traveler promoting open borders, continental integration. Let me go back to the subject of the Metro Mass bus. The graphic reports this morning, Diana Mensah's story, that the current MD has revealed that a container loaded with spare parts supplied by Dutch manufacturer VDL has remained at the port for more than 2 years, and that this has compounded the operational and financial challenges confronting the state-owned company, and that after relevant follow-up and engagement with authorities, he is now on the verge of clearing the containers. I have on the line the former deputy MD of the company, Albert Edubuahin, the former deputy MD, or MD, not deputy, former MD himself, Albert Edubuahin, to respond to this story. Thank you for joining us. Good morning.
Sorry. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Edubuahin, thanks for joining us. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bernard. How are you doing?
Fine. So I'm sure you followed the program and the story I read in the graphic.
I was even on my way traveling somewhere when somebody drew my attention
Wonderful.
to the fact that I'm being accused of not clearing a container from the port, and I was like, I've been out of office for the past 1 year. What are they talking about?
So let me put it in context properly, since you heard somebody say it. The graphic has reported today that the current MD of the company, Mr. Caesar Kale, says a container loaded with spare parts supplied by Dutch manufacturer VDL has remained at the port for more than 2 years. And according to him, he got wind of this recently, and that he has been following up to get the matter resolved, and that he is still yet to clear it. This is what the graphic is quoting. So what's your reaction?
I'm too surprised to hear that my successor is telling the world that we recently heard of the container at the port. In fact, these containers came together with the VDL buses. I think the last tranche of buses was in 2024, I think somewhere around April or so. So we were given an exemption by government, but not a full exemption. So we were up and down with GRA for quite some time before we cleared the buses and cleared the 4 containers. So at the time I was leaving office in March, as part of my handing over notes. In fact, personally, I told him that these parts are at the port and that he should get them before. So after 1 year, if they have not been cleared from the port, I don't think anybody should blame Dubai for it.
What was the outstanding issue for which reason they could not be cleared before you left?
At the very time I was leaving the office, in fact, the only issue that was locking up the container in there was to do with shipping line charges. You know, this case came in April 2024. So until the time that we're able to do all the necessary paper documentations, it has been there for some time. So the shipping line charges, or if my memory serves me right, it was around 300 and something thousand that they were supposed to pay to clear the container from the port.
As in that, who was supposed to pay? The Metro Mass company?
The company, yes.
So why didn't you pay before you left?
Well, what I'm saying is that at the time of me leaving the office, that was what was left for us to pay and clear the container from the office. But I was challenging the fishery shipping line charges to be too much. So I petitioned the ministry there that they should discuss this, and talk to the shipping line for them to reduce the amount. That is the very reason why we couldn't get it. But we are at the tail end of it because we have cleared the buses. I think there were about 30 buses that came last. We have cleared some of the containers, about 4 of them.
Yeah, but the container which had the spare parts had not been cleared.
All the 4 containers have spare parts in them.
Well, at least not all had been cleared.
It was left with one. That's what I'm talking about. So after 1 year, I'm surprised he's not been able to clear it. 1 year.
What was in your handing over notes in respect of the container, the uncleared one?
So we indicated that the load of container, one 40-footer container being cleared at the port. So they should continue from there and then and get it done.
Did you indicate the basis for your challenge of the shipping charge?
Yes, in fact, the shipping charge for me was too much. Because I don't, how would just a container be in your premises for, or in your care for, and then for some months, and then you said it's 400 and something thousand. I think it was 390 or so there.
So did you recommend for your successor to pay the amount or to continue the challenge?
So to continue to resolve the matter with the shipping line.
So are you surprised after a year he's still not been able to clear it?
I'm surprised that my name is being involved in this.
Nobody has mentioned your name anywhere.
Okay.
The story doesn't mention your name. I haven't mentioned your name. So let's focus more on the issue than on name. I think for Ghana, we should be concerned that a container has been at the port since April 2024 and we've not been able to clear it.
Yeah. No, initially we're not having a full exemption. We are not getting the exemption from government. You know, when these buses were a state-to-state arrangement with the Belgian government of Ghana and the Belgian government. And you know, state-to-state arrangement, taxes are always excluded from the arrangement. So inland, in your country, taxes, you have to take care of it. So we're getting exemption. This is not a small amount. The total exemption was something around 76, 77 million.
But the current MD has sort of linked the failure to clear the container to some of the operational and financial challenges confronting the company, because according to him, the company had over 185 operational buses, but today they have between 120 and 130, which means at least 50 buses are not running. So the suggestion is that let me just ask the question.
Okay.
Suggesting that the 50 buses that are not working, the parts were so have been used to fix them, which is why the company doesn't have enough buses. So there's a link between the failure to clear the last container and the low fleet they have.
Bernard, I think that one I will not know. I'm not in the company now. And in transport, every day, that you can have a brand new buses, and in a particular day, you will not have a single one of them on road. They go on road and come back with all manner of problems and everything. So that is why we normally even do night service for our technical department. So at any point in time, during the bus come around, they do the pre-checks and make sure everything is in place. So, of course, yes, in transport it can happen. But I'm not too sure. Because these are spare parts for the VDLs only, the DAV buses. And I'm not too sure if 50 of those brand new buses, I'm not too sure.
Had VDL been paid for the parts?
Yes, I told you it was a state-to-state arrangement between government of Ghana and
really, because it's my understanding that the company owes VDL over 2 million euros.
Yeah, that was something they bought in 2014. In fact, there were so many issues surrounding it. So when we came, we tried to resolve. We couldn't resolve, so we put it aside over the period, and that was not under my region.
Do you take any responsibility for the current state of affairs?
Bernard, I moved the company from a loss situation of 43 million to profit before I left office. In 2024, I met the challenges. There were huge of them. I did my best. I did my intervention. All the buses that they are running with now were imported under my watch. The VDLs, I have to go back to the arrangement President Kufuor did with them. We did such that we were going to have, I think, at least 50 or 100 units of buses on a yearly basis. I did the last arrangement at the Ministry of Finance before I left. How can you come and increase worker salaries when the company was in the post? No, I never did that. I did my very best. Well, I think over the period we have been discussing Metromas
yes, because of that, your successor says he has increased revenue.
You are painting black.
No. Let me just read it. Let me just take your time. The current MD says the previous management mobilized between 8.5 million and 9 million cedis a month, but even with fewer buses on the road now, the company mobilizes over 15 million cedis a month. Attributing this largely to ceiling.
Total lie.
Let me just read it.
It's a total lie. The ITMS system I put in place, it doesn't erase any information. The ITMS system that is helping the company in reducing its losses, it doesn't erase anything. From 2021, I started piloting that project. Every single information is on that platform. Bernard, let your people go and check how much I was generating before I left the place. The very last month that was in February 2025. I have it, 14.something million.
Okay.
Let them go. I met the challenges, I faced the challenges, resolved them, and then put the company on the profitable path before I left.
All right. Thank you for your intervention, Mr. Albert Edubuahin,
Okay.
former MD of Metromass Transport Company, calling in to respond to this very troubling story that container with spare parts. Now he says there were 5, 4 had been cleared, 1 still not cleared because the shipping charge was too high. When we get the MD, current MD, we'll speak to him as well. Ras Mubarak, thank you for being on the show this morning.
Thank you very much.
Great job
indeed,
for
Bernard.
Africa. Great job from Africa. When we come back, we'll be doing Effective Living series. Today is day 2 of our final week. Stay with us.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Look
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 05500 32231. Piva, a taste you'd love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
Looking to study at a trusted university with strong values-based education? Welcome to Heritage Christian University, located in Accra and fully accredited by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. At Heritage Christian University, we offer more than a degree. You will learn from experienced scholar practitioners, gain professional certifications, and enjoy en-suite hostel facilities in a safe, secure campus. We offer affordable programs in nursing, midwifery, computer science, multimedia, IT, communication, psychology, theology, and business administration. Enjoy hands-on learning, professional certifications, and top-up options for WAS, HND, and diploma holders. Mature students over 25 are also welcome. Admissions are open for January, March, and September. Get started today. Apply online at www.hcu.edu.gh. For enquiries, WhatsApp us on +233 547 777 731 or +233 202 298 399.
Hey! Menasini Ella! The thrill is back! The hunt for the ultimate treasure returns with Camel Antiseptic Liquid. Buy any bottle, scratch the panel, and text the code to 1393. Buy more, find all 5 Camel letters, and be the winner of the 100,000 Ghana Cedis grand prize, plus amazing rewards from airtime, weekly cash, and monthly shopping sprees. So, keep playing and keep winning, because Aseti Ankasa promo ends 15th February 2026. Terms and conditions apply. Keep out of reach of children. This promo is run in collaboration with the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. This advert is FDA approved.
My friends, I'm a very happy man. Let me share my testimony. I needed a home at a prime location, but I didn't have enough money. The little I had was too small to buy even a studio apartment, but a friend of mine introduced me to invest to own from Priority View Homes. I invested the little money I had for only 2 years. True to their word, at the maturity date, I qualified for a 2-bedroom luxury apartment at a prime location in Accra. Now look at me, living in my own home without the usual hassle. If you want a stress-free home to live in, I would advise you to sign up to their invest-to-own policy and say cheers to a new home. You may call Priority View Homes Limited on 055-588-2294, 055-588-2294, and you will never regret you did. Priority View Homes. There's no place like home.
Is there anything better than winning a bet? Well, with Betway's world first bet influencer feature, there is now. When you place a bet with Betway, you will generate a unique code. By sharing these codes, you will earn 4% of every wager in cash. And when word starts spreading, the returns start rising. No matter the outcome, you can score big. It's easy to create your own codes. Choose your favorite teams and send to your friends anytime, anywhere. So, what are you waiting for? Start betting, sharing, and winning with Bet Influencer. Brought to you by Betway. Watch the next video for all the details. Terms and conditions apply. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Bet the responsible way. Betway. Get way more.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
So it's 9:36 and today is Tuesday, the 27th day of January. This is now the Effective Living series. We're in our final week where we're taking charge. Yesterday, my guest was David Fosu-Dorte. He looked into the crystal ball. Today, we're bringing it home, the modern business toolkit. So, what are the tools available for the modern business? And what are the skills which are essential for you to succeed in the world of work, to get ahead? So we're talking tools, we're talking skills. My guest is the CEO and lead trainer of Finex Skills Hub. We've been talking to them, training some of our people, and they do many interesting workshops. Bernard Obeng-Boateng is the lead trainer and CEO of Finex Skills Hub. He'll be talking to us today about the modern toolkit and the modern skill sets required to succeed. Bernard, welcome.
Thank you, Bernard.
How are you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, engaging you, I understand that the world of work has changed, and your company sort of plays a role in supplying the tools and the skills needed. So, tell me a bit about Finex. What do you do first before we come into the modern skill sets?
Thank you, Bernard. Good morning to all listeners.
Yeah.
So, Finex Skills Hub, we train in digital skills.
All right.
What we discovered is that in the past few years, there's a gap between academia and what industry really needs. So most students get out of school, yes, they get the first class, the second upper, all right. But when they turn up for work, the skills that give them value are not properly taught in schools. So example, data analytics, business presentations, financial modeling. Some schools are making efforts, but we realize that when these children come to the workplace, it has to be started all over again. So what we've decided to do is that we'll dedicate ourselves, research on some of these key skills and how we can teach them in a proper way, so that by the time the student already comes, he's already equipped with these skills. Not only students, but workers. So what we do is that we have regular training sessions, online and in person. So we train in data analytics, financial modeling, Microsoft Office tools. And in recent times, with the evolution of AI, what we've come to do is to add AI tools like Gemini, ChatGPT, Copilot, not only for prompting, but a way to build it around how we work at the office. So essentially, for us, what we teach in is evolving. We will research. As long as it adds to productivity, it saves time and makes you work smarter.
All right.
That's what we do.
Let's talk about skills, and then we'll end on tools. You mentioned there's a gap between what people learn in school and what the world of work requires. And then you said there are things like data analytics, business presentation, financial. But let's talk about it one by one. What is data analytics? Why? What kind of skill is that?
So let me break it down. You know, back in the 90s, most banks didn't even have apps. Now, most organizations now have a digital version. So in order to reach their customers, they've now put in channels.
Yeah.
What this means is that organizations are generating almost 40,000 times the data they used to do in the 90s.
Yeah.
It presents a very huge opportunity. What is in this data? What insights can we drive from this? For a business, knowing what matters is very, very critical. Because yes, you may be getting the inflows and all that, but what is driving that? So it is important that if you find yourself in the workspace, in fact, data literacy is a core skill. The ability to get data, clean it, transform it, and be able to turn insights in real time. That is what data analytics is about, particularly for decision making. Right. Now, we will split it into two, what we call business intelligence. So business intelligence is we take data, historical data from the past, what happened, what made it happen, and then we are able to use that to make decisions. Now there's more. We can now go into prediction. So there's predictive analytics. We are not only relying on the historical, we are relying on what the future is likely to look like, right? So even if you are not in IT, I keep telling our workers and students that data literacy, data analytics is a core skill for everybody.
It's no longer a specialized IT area.
Yes, in the past, if you needed a request, you have to probably put in a request and then the IT guys will now take some months and then get you the insights. Now you don't have to do that anymore. For a typical accountant, you have to wait like 3 months to prepare your financial statements after end of year. Imagine you create something like a financial dashboard. With a financial dashboard, you see things in real time. right? So once you connect the data, you build that system that brings in the data. You are able to like see which variables or which drivers to tweak in order to make the adjustment.
So instead of waiting and doing paper reconciliation and all your impressed ups and downs,
yes,
you have a dashboard that sort of, once you input what you are doing in real time,
yes,
it can analyze for you where your money is going, what's happening, calculate all your ratios and all of those things.
Exactly.
Now, you also said financial modeling is another important skill. What is financial modeling? Why is it important?
So financial modeling helps in decision making, especially when it comes to money management activities. So take it like you are making an investment. Before you even roll out the first dollar or first CD, you need to model how the business situation, which is the real life business situation, will look like. Okay, it gives you an idea to anticipate problems that may come. So when we build financial models, it's a tool to help us make the right financial decisions. Example, take your personal budget. Before the year began, it is important that you anticipate where your incomes will come from, where your expense line will go, and then have a clear idea on what you need to improve so that you don't even turn red. That's a very simple example of financial modeling. In most organizations, before money goes out, we need to sit down and then make a simulation, a prototype, a copy of what we are trying to invest in. When we build financial models, it allows us to, if you like, flex or make some inputs flexible, so that if things are not going to go well, you are able to adjust. So financial model simply is a decision-making tool when it comes to financial decisions. You can actually build this with simple tools like Excel, Google Spreadsheets, nothing difficult. So that's what about.
How has learning changed? Because obviously, financial modeling was a course I took when I went to do my MBA in one of the programs. And then there's also data analysts who are professionally trained in universities. Are you saying that these days, these things can be taught outside the university and that there are places where you can go, even if you are not trained in the traditional field, to acquire these skills?
Yes. In fact, the best financial modelers I know are not even accountants or finance people. This is a core skill that anybody can learn. The idea is that once you understand how to navigate your spreadsheets, how to lay your assumptions, how to build your calculations, and then find a way to actually build your, if you like, your dashboard or your financials, you are good to go. There are ways you can teach this without even going through the rubrics. I mean, being an accountant helps because you need to understand how the income statement links to the balance sheet and the cash flow. That is core knowledge. But beyond that, you need things like shortcuts in Excel that can help you move faster, the logic with formula work, and be able to balance it off. These tools are open to everybody, right? So you don't need to be an accountant per se or a finance person. Now, even online, you have tools that can help you even simulate. And truth is that now, AI in Excel, cloud in Excel, can actually build financial models.
For you?
Yes.
So assuming I'm listening as a traditional accountant who is completely tech averse, and you want to help me sort of acquire these skills, these digital skills in my work, because I do traditional accounting, I do my normal paper reconciliation. How long would it take you to train a person like that?
Well, for our regular sessions, you need between 2 months to 3 months.
To learn how to use these skills and apply them, these tools and apply them.
Yes. What we do is that this is going to be like a continuous journey. Our goal is to give you a good foundation, right? So if you are an accountant or what I call a knowledge worker, you work with data. The idea is to understand the best practices, the principles that drive this. What we do in the 2-3 months is to give you a good foundation, and then we give you case studies, right? So for most of these students who come to us, what we do is that once we give them the foundation, we give them case studies, practical case studies that they can use to build some of these skills. So 2 to 3 months is enough.
Let's come back to tools now. You've mentioned some of the skills: data analysis, financial modeling, business presentation, which I guess is what it says. What are the new tools available in this modern economy, and how accessible are they?
Well, let me start with what already exists and how it has improved. I think we've known Microsoft Excel for a very long time. For most people, the idea is Microsoft Excel is only used for calculations, but they can do more than that.
Okay.
In fact, if you look at the business intelligence capacity of Microsoft Excel, it can actually get data from many sources. It has an inbuilt tool we call Power Query. Power Query can grab data, transform it, and ship it. In fact, if you do it once, you don't even have to go through it again. It automates the whole process, okay? Now, Excel has the ability to even draw data from multiple areas. So you're not even analyzing from one source. It has an inbuilt data model, which can connect to many sources and then get you insights. Then you can build a dashboard right in Excel. So Excel is one. Then 10 years ago, Microsoft introduced what we call Power BI. Power BI is a native business intelligence tool.
Okay.
It's good for organizations in the sense that when we create dashboards in Excel, it sits with the user. But with Power BI, you can collaborate.
Okay.
So example, if I create a Power BI report, if you recall, I think the election dashboard that we did, it was actually with Power BI. So you can actually create that report, and then all workers in your team are able to collaborate.
Wow.
So you don't have to actually send emails back and forth on versions. The good thing is that if you are doing it for your boss can access it on the app, on the go. You don't have to do it offline. So Power BI is one angle. Now, in recent times, the world of work has changed. So now tools like Gemini, ChatGPT, Copilot, Cloud.
These are AI brands.
Yeah, AI brands. So generative AI, we call them, right? You put in prompts and then you get what you are looking for. But here's the thing. It's not just about prompting. Most people don't even know the power of Gemini. In fact, one product that Google put here is Notebook LM. So imagine all the breakfast videos that you've done. If I'm able to gather all those videos and train the model in such a way that for all the interviews, the statistics, and the discussion that have gone on in the last 10 years in the breakfast room, I'm able to build a knowledge base. Yes.
On the basis of that work.
On that basis, yes. So it's not only structured data, but imagine you can curate all.
So you can use audio, videos, text.
Audio, video, text, all that.
And still think enough to create a knowledge base from the content.
Exactly. It's grounded in that source knowledge.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. So it is not just generative AI, but Notebook LM example is grounded in the knowledge you give it. So there's limited hallucination. Now,
so you can restrict it to using specifically the input you've given.
Exactly.
So that it doesn't go and fish for unrelated matter.
Exactly. Right.
Amazing.
Which is very, very important. So imagine if I take all the over 200, 300 YouTube videos, right? I'm able to create like a mastermind of all the things that Bernard has discussed. Now, how do I use this? I can use this to answer key questions. I can use this to create a business presentation. I can use this to create a report. I can use this to create infographics and dashboards. We have a lot of data, but companies are starved with insights. What these tools are giving us is to be able to turn these complex data into clarity. If you're in business, you need insights to work.
Wow.
How you use data will be the game changer or differentiate you from your competitors. So these tools are accessible. In fact, thankfully, they are not even complex to subscribe. Gemini, Notebook, Power BI, even for most of the desktop use, is free, right? It is when you want to collaborate and publish online that you pay a pro license, right? Excel has always been with us, but I must say that people are just using about 8% of these tools. So even if we are just using these tools, there's a lot of value that organizations and individuals can get from it.
Wow. This is an Effective Living series. Today is the second day of our final week. My guest is Bernard Obing-Boateng, CEO and lead trainer for Finest Skills Hub, and we're discussing the Modern Business Toolkit. There are new skills required to survive in the modern world of work. He mentions some to include data analysis, business presentation, financial modeling, and of course knowing how AI functions. And in terms of the tools, he's mentioned Excel, he's mentioned Power BI, which is a business intelligence tool. He also mentioned something LM.
Notebook
LM. And then the variants of AI, generative AI platforms like Claude, like ChatGPT,
Gemini.
And what is the difference between Gemini and Copilot?
Okay, so Gemini is for Google, Copilot is for Microsoft. Right. So Copilot is Microsoft's generative AI tool. In fact, the advantage with Copilot is that it sits in the native apps. So Excel has a Copilot, PowerPoint has Copilot.
Easy for it to draw the
Exactly.
data. So if I give it an Excel sheet, it's easy for Copilot to pull that out.
Exactly.
So Gemini is Google based. So if you have Google Sheets, then Gemini becomes useful.
Excellent.
So that integration is also important.
Very important.
So having something like Claude or ChatGPT is like a different language.
Yes.
So you may have to translate the data into a language they can interpret.
Well, I mean, so
of course they can't process regular documents,
Exactly.
I'm sure, but I know what you're saying, because if you had something with Copilot and you have a large volume of Excel sheets, it's the same that it can pull
Exactly.
out.
Now, even the advantage now is that for some of the tools that live outside the ecosystem of Google and Microsoft, they can now be embedded in the native apps. So, example, Claude is now in Excel.
Nice.
Now, if you have Claude in Excel, Claude is very good with programming and coding. Now, it's able to live in Excel and then actually work within the spreadsheets. So things like financial modeling is now going to be easier, right? As long as the AI lives in the app, you are able to use the data that sits in there, prompt it, and then get the insights that you are looking for.
It all sounds very simple and nice.
Yeah.
The question I have is, so where do people begin the journey from? Because some people have no clue what we're talking about. Some people understand it but have no appetite to even get on board.
Yeah.
How much of this can you do self-training for?
Well, everybody can join. If you are dedicated and you are committed, there are tools online that you can use to practice. In fact, some of these generative AI tools have free versions. So on the day, you have a limit on how many prompts you can use. But if you want guidance, you want it to relate to work, what we have done is to organize workshops. So we are not just prompting, we are now putting it around how to use it to create a budget, how to use it to analyze data and draw dashboards out of it. So if you are game, you can get online tools, but if you want practice, Finance Skills Hub offers that practical workshop approach that can help you apply it to how you work.
Will these tools, particularly the AI ones, replace the need for professionals? So if I understand basic accounting and I'm able to use Copilot well, does that mean I will not need an accountant because it can do my accounts for me?
Truth is that this is debatable. AI will not necessarily replace our work, but the human being who is using AI well is likely going to replace the human being who does not use AI at all. That's where we are going.
Can you repeat that? The human being who uses AI well will replace the human being who doesn't know how to use AI at all.
That's likely the first phase.
Okay.
Before you even get to the point where AI takes over. Point is that if you do any work that is repetitive, that is predictable, has low judgment, and is rule-based.
Repetitive, low judgment, rule-based.
Okay, and predictable. Right. Most likely, AI is likely to take over that. So for you, the human being, what you need to add is the human loop of adding value to what you can do with the AI. Right. So for most people, you don't just have to sit. Imagine you are in an office, you have a colleague, right? And it comes to business presentations. He or she knows how to use these tools and you don't. It will take you 30 minutes to put together a presentation. But for the person who knows AI, in fact, you can use Gemini, you can use Copilot to create an outline and then do a presentation in 5 minutes.
Are these tools applicable only within the accounting data spaces? Can they work in, say, engineering, architecture, medicine, and the non-straightforward professions?
In fact, not only IT and accountants, everybody is a knowledge worker now. That's how I call them. So knowledge worker means that you work with data, you churn out insights for decision making. If you are in sports, you are in nursing, you are in the hospitality industry, as long as what you are doing generates data and you rely on it for decision making, this skill is a must-have. Truth is that in our class, we have a mix. The last class we had about like 10 pharmacists. We even had a pilot, right?
Wow.
So the point is that as long as you are recording something, you are typing something, and it's creating historical data that you can get intelligence from, this tool is a must-have. These skills are very important.
All right. How do people reach you? Just give us a number and also a website for those who want to be trained in these new-fangled ways of living and working.
Yeah. I mean, these tools are supposed to make us save time and work smart.
Okay.
So Finance Skills Hub, FINEX for xylophone, finexskillshub.com is our mainstay website. We've launched a new community called the Finance AI Tribe. What we are doing is that because some of these developments are very fluid, we are forming a community where we do webinars for free and then we share the knowledge. So Finex AI Tribe is available as a LinkedIn community for those who want to join us. Our number is 0244 782356. 0244 782356. So we are starting this quarter's workshop this Saturday. We are going to explore all these tools, Power BI, Excel, and Gemini tools for work.
Bernard Obeng-Boateng has been speaking to us on Effective Learning series. I'll tell you more about how to get in touch with him. This series was brought to you by Petra Trust and Hallmark Logistics. In the meantime, hello Ghana, something big is coming. 21st February 2026, Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. If you're looking for motor insurance that gets the extra mile or goes the extra mile, Hollard Insurance has something special for you this year. Insure your car with Hollard and enjoy extra rewards. New customers get to drive away with free fuel vouchers when they sign up. Existing customers get exclusive gifts when they renew, plus 24/7 free roadside assistance for everyone, so you're never stuck on the road. Call 0800 444 999 or visit any Hollard office or speak to your broker today. Men's lucky. Hollard Insurance, we've got you covered. Litina Travels is taking Team Ghana to the biggest global football event on the planet, happening in America, Canada, and Mexico. Your Litina travel packages include visa to watch all 3 group stage matches, 3 official match tickets, return charter flights, hotel accommodation, travel insurance, and more. It's not just a trip, it's history in motion. Call Litina on 0205 229 553 or visit Litina Travels at Alisa Hotel Northridge and secure your spot on this once in a lifetime World Cup journey. Freight forwarding just got easier with Hallmark Freight and Consultancy. Our quality and cost-effective services include ocean freight, air freight, customs, clearance, logistics, warehousing, project cargo, ex-works, and break bulk. Have your air freight delivered to you in less than 24 hours, sea freight in less than 48, and land freight in just 4 hours. We are on the 4th floor of Allied Heights at Belinkwe or Cargo Village at the airport. Call Hallmark Freight on 0302 915 335. That's 0302 915 335. Hallmark Freight and Consultancy, your trusted and reliable partner. Did you know that many insurance policyholders miss important updates every day? Don't let that be you. At Prudential Life, Ghana, updating your emails helps you stay informed and enjoy benefits without delay. It's quick, easy, and secure. You get a token of appreciation, a Prudential branded souvenir while stocks last. Dial star 778 # choose option 6 and update your records with your email address. At Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, our reason is you, the customer. PIVA are proud to be part of the sponsors of Heritage Caravan, and you shall be refreshed with our 5 distinct flavors: cola, orange, cocktail, grapefruit, and tangerine. We also have PIVA water for your refreshment. It's available at a local store. PIVA, a taste you will love. And Provident Insurance covers comprehensive third-party fire and theft and third-party only in motor insurance with fast, stress-free claims repayment. Insure between January and March and enjoy fuel coupons and exclusive branded souvenirs. Call Providence on 0509 374 928. With Provident, man, you are covered. Don't forget, we've been talking to Finance Skills Hub on today's edition. Watch the video again on YouTube and learn a few more things. Time for City News at 10 with Sheba Araba Benin. Good morning, Sheba.
Good morning, Bernard. Coming up in the bulletin.